All right, all right. Turn up. What's up, y'all?
Hey,
We in the building.
Please click off.
Get on it better.
Um,
So we were talking about a lot of different topics, and we're like, yeah, let's just come on and let's continue to talk about it.
yeah,
So
let's get right
now it's
into it.
open panel.
Pull her up on the screen.
Huh?
I said, let's get right into it. Pull Raggedy Ann up.
Let's pull Raggedy Ann on the screen. Which one we gonna go to first? Because she like to pull us up.
What she got? Because I don't even know what she got. I didn't even know
I don't
what.
know, Jeanette. I actually just was.
the doctor.
Which one is it?
The doctor.
Is it Hurt Lies, Hurt McMean, False Stories?
With Michael, and you might want to tell Michael you're on here because it's showing pictures of him and his movement. He's clarified that to me. He told me that when he did those videos, he was in physical therapy every day.
Well, but he's been trying, and I'm sorry he can't. I'm sorry. I talk to Michael every day,
and
he cannot physically do emotion like that. Like she was saying,
no, but
he can do this a little bit, and that's it. But that's as of recent. When I first met Michael, it was like very minimal.
Naomi, so when COVID happened, he lost his physical therapy and he regressed. He regressed
bad.
He regressed bad. His movements went down. He's back in there. He's getting some of his movements back, but they're still not at the point of what she was showing in that video. So she was changing the commentary.
Yeah.
And
what was she trying to do? Make him seem like he was jacking off or something?
Yeah. And
wow.
He is quadriplegic, not paraplegic. That is his diagnosis. That's what he says his diagnosis is. So
she sounds like a real asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she keeps trying to. I told her from the beginning, like when people were like, "Oh, well, maybe you can use her for content." No, because my content is about what I want it to be about, and it's not about her. I felt so sorry for her because when I seen so many people attacking her and things like that, I didn't understand because I wasn't in that sector. Still not in that sector, but once I got to see what she was about and how she was manipulating the people she was dealing with, and I was like, talking to her, I'm like, oh, well, are you going to let them know that, that you relapsed and that you're this and this and that? Because that's what this is all about, is your recovery. You don't have to just act like you're Superwoman and can do it. People are going to be there for you, whether you relapse or not. I said, I'll be there for you if you relapse 100 times, if you're a real person. But when she was like acting like, when we got to day 100 and kept going, and I really thought she was there, and then I like called her on some things, and she was like, rehab, the virtual rehab, I could get over on anything I want to get over on. I was like, whoa. I didn't even put her on blast then. I just separated myself from her. And people are like, oh, well, you're trying to use her for clout. No, because if I wanted to use her for clout, then when I knew she was doing that, I'd have been like, look what she's doing. Da-da-da-da. I didn't. I just separated myself and I kept doing my thing that I was doing over here on my own channel. But once I started talking about make this go viral and you thought you knew, but I was like making slight little jabs towards her, so she made it seem like the video was about her when it was nothing about her. It was a slight jab in the title, but the whole videos were about you thought you knew and make this go viral because trash. And so she made it about, and I was like, wait, how did this end up being about them? But it was about them. But anyway, she had to make that be what she needed to talk about, because after she already went ahead and made it be known that she was lying to her people about her sobriety. And it is crazy to me because her little minions is like, we're gonna just block out that she said that she was not being sober to us and still support her 100%, even though she was lying to us the whole time, and say she's being bullied. I never bullied her. I never looked after her. I never nothing. Do I have her information? Yes, I have everything about her. I have everything that she said to me. I have all of that. And that's why I said, if you do not leave me alone, I'm going to start releasing things one by one by one. But if you can shut your freaking mouth, I won't release anything about you. But she keeps releasing videos. And now that I look, she's released, 3 or 4 videos about me playing Jane, Naomi Lewinsky / playing Jane, a.k.a. since just Kimmy, tried to make that my name. And I'm happy she's being silent because I will dig into her as well. I'm tired of these people thinking that people that deal with criminal justice and all these crime shits that can't dig into their personal backgrounds. I will do it. Stop it. I don't want to do it, but if you keep playing with me, I will. So
she called you Naomi Lewinsky.
No, I am Naomi Lewinsky. That is my name.
Oh, that's your last name?
Yeah. If you look up Naomi Lewinsky, I put double I in Naomi and Lewinsky.
I thought she was trying to call you Monica Lewinsky, Naomi Lewinsky.
That is where it comes from, is Monica Lewinsky, but I put the double I just to make it whatever. But Naomi Lewinsky, Monica Lewinsky, that's where the name comes from. But no, she doesn't even call me that.
Naomi, there's the warning. Does that look good?
Huh?
I wrote it in the thing so you can put it up.
What is it?
This is a reaction. I don't see
that in here.
I should have put video. I need to erase it real quick.
Wait, I don't see anything in here from you.
I need to erase this video, this comment, because
yes, Naomi Lewinsky. If you look up Naomi
How
Lewinsky,
do I take off that
that's
comment?
me. What?
I need to take off the comment, and it's not letting me.
I don't even see a comment from you either. Me neither. So you probably put it on her second channel, the other channel.
Or you probably put it on the second channel, or you probably put it in private.
I did, and I'm not a mod over there. So
okay, I don't know how I can go over there and do it.
I'll have Miranda.
But don't even worry about it. Have Miranda do it or something like that. Dear Foss.
I'll go to the first channel.
So if you look up Naomi Lewinsky, if you put double I's at the end of both of them, that's my name. But anyway, I don't care about any of that. Like, people be like, oh yeah,
whatever. I didn't know you was Lewinsky, girl. I didn't know you was Lewinsky.
Anyway, that's where it comes from. But whatever, it is what it is. No, you know what? Because I was talking to Oscar, and Oscar was like, "Who is Monica Lewinsky?" Because he was like, "What's your name? What's your name?" And I was like, "You don't know who Monica Lewinsky is?" He's like, "No." And
I'm surprised because everybody knows about Monica Lewinsky.
Exactly. And he's like, "No," and I explained it to him. He's like, "What?" But yes, that's yeah. Anyway, whatever.
How did I get onto it too?
That's talk about it and talk shit, but it is.
It still has me on too. That's weird. Okay, let me see.
Behind the bar, pop up, bro. I'm about to bring your shirt up. Pop up.
Okay, now I'm on one note, so now I can write it in here. I'll write it again.
I'm gonna pop it up again, bro. You need to make my wife pop up. Hold on, me and wife gonna have to have a little like, not nothing like that, but just like, let's take me and wifey gonna have to have a mimosa session and talk about how your ass is difficult to deal with. That's what me and wifey gonna do. And we can do it on your channel. We gonna talk about how your ass is difficult to deal with, because if it's difficult to deal with you, on this level, I know she dealing with some shit with you. I know she is, bro. Like, I know she is. Off top.
Yeah.
So I want my slime mask though. I'm
Yes,
mad because you sent me that mask and then send me a slime with that. Like, anyway. My mom washed the top, and I'm not even gonna talk about the slime top because I told her didn't wash the top and she messed up my slime top. So we ain't gonna talk about the slime top, but I want my slime mask because I have a beanie I had made. You'll see it when you see it, but it's representing you. Kind of. I love behind the bar though. Like, really, people like, I hate when people misjudge people, and I understand he's messy as fuck because you are, bro. You're messy as fuck, but I don't know. We kind of have an understanding. I kind of like him. A tad bit, a little bit. But anyway, we were talking about a lot of like personal situations, and I like listening to news. How is everything going with you? And was it your niece? News?
My cousin who just died.
Your cousin. Yes, mom.
Yeah, everything went well. It's we had the repass and stuff. I didn't know how to shut my GoFundMe down because that was my first time ever doing a GoFundMe.
I don't even know how to do it. I was just like, I want to be able to do post or do whatever I can as much as I can for you. You know what I mean? I'm dealing with my own stuff.
Only 2 people had donated on there, which is okay. I paid for it out of my pocket, but yeah, because people was like, "Oh, we just figured it out when we had a death, blah blah blah," and all this stuff.
Yes.
Nobody, I don't know. Nobody seemed like they wanted to donate. Like, maybe, I don't know if they were scared. Maybe they thought I was lying. I don't know, but it's okay.
If you want to post something to get a little bit of like reimbursement, I know you have kids and stuff like that. If you want to even post something on mine, or if I just be trying to get all of us to work together as YouTubers and to get things that are not, normally seen out there, that the news try to hide.
I did have a couple people though. Nina Boy had posted it, and then like a couple people from over there actually did cash at me, so that was cool. Yeah.
Okay, I put it in, Naomi, this time because I left out a word before, but I put it in.
Of what? What do I need to do?
All right, this is a reaction video that's intended for educational purposes only. If the topic of recovery is triggering, please click off. For recovery resources, contact Narcotics Anonymous at 818-773-9999.
I'm trying to see if I could highlight it, but I can't. So you can send that to me as well. Just send it to me and and I can put that up there as well. But it's so many things that are going on right now, and I'm like, yo, how do I even be just my little mini YouTuber myself and try to make things work? And it's hard because people will constantly, I get
we are supposed to be popping a video up, Miranda. She said she thought we was popping up a video.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we are about to. But I'm saying it's just sad that how we like when I pop stuff up, people are like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know, they try to get your stuff shut down all the time, and it sucks. Hold on, let me put it back up.
Still here, right?
I don't know what happened, but it just like shut everything down on here.
Mine did something too. Am I here?
Yeah, it just was boom when I clicked on it. I don't know.
Okay, what planet are we on again?
But you can still hear me, right?
Huh?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, but it just
good.
clicked off everything I just had on my screen. It just went. These are a couple of cases that I'm still looking into those, and that's why I'm following him.
Right.
I'm just like, this is just dumb. Like, where's the one I just had? Oh, here's the one I'm gonna show you guys this one while I'm looking up the other ones, but this is the one I was showing you guys the other day of this woman. Like, I don't even understand what the heck went on in her mind, but this was a case that I did a while ago. And I'm gonna pop it up for you while I'm trying to bring back up my videos that went away for some reason. So here we go. Share. I'm just happy that like news. I was telling Josh Star, like, I feel like I am the you to Josh Star of how you were to me. Like, you never were like pressing me, but you were always like, look, Naomi, this is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
And I always respected it. Like, and it's hard for us as Black women to trust each other because everybody always think, oh, we're in competition. You're the first person on YouTube that was an African American woman that I didn't feel like was trying to be like manipulative or felt like I was trying to do something. And that's how I feel about Make This Go Viral, because she's like, oh, guys, come on, let this person help you, but since I have an attraction to this person, I want to make sure I'm giving him everything, all the love. But once y'all go to him, now I'm gonna be mad at y'all because y'all went to him because I told y'all to go to him. But I just want him to know that I got his back. But now y'all go to him, now I'm jealous because I feel like he's helping y'all more than me. Like, girl, get over yourself.
Yeah.
Get over yourself, because you can't be original. None of that. So stop. Because if you got all these people following you and you're still not there, you're whack as hell, bitch. Like, stop.
And guess what? Guess what makes her look even more whack? You're about to be monetized, or maybe already monetized.
I am, but I haven't filled out for it. I'm not ready, and I wanted to talk to you about it before I did it.
Oh, okay. And she still can't even be monetized yet. That's ridiculous.
From how long though? And you
got
all these people trying to follow you. You got Boss Man, all these Lady Loves, and all that. People that have potential. Lady
and
Love,
they made her some good stuff. You see the new video he made her? He made her like a whole freaking rap video.
Girl.
Intro.
And that's why she was. I could go out there anytime I want to see him, and that's the thing. You're a freaking narcissist. This man was trying to help you, and you wanted to be a narcissist, and that's why you are dealing with what you're dealing with.
She wanted to jump his bones, but she likes to jump a lot of bones.
Whatever. Hey, behind the bar. What's up?
Hello. Good morning. Good morning, ladies. How are you?
Is it morning where you are?
Yeah, it's morning on the East Coast. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
No, it's not.
Like
it ain't no 2 o'clock.
Yes, it is. 3 hours. 3 hours behind you.
What time is it?
It is 1:56 a.m.
It's almost 2
o'clock. It's 10:56 over here.
Yeah. Hey, yo, man, listen. First and foremost, I got a couple of things I want to discuss with you. First of all, how did you ruin the slime shirt already?
No, it's not ruined. It's not ruined. My mom washed it, so I'm going to have to, like, pull it and tie it up again. Because she still washed it, even though I told her not to. So I'm going to have to, like, it's just not cute on some parts of it. So I'm going to do that. But that was my shirt part of it. I have the dress. I
Where's my
can't make it
pictures?
into what I want to make it to because it's going to be too much to make it into what I want to. Because I was making your shirt into a half top, like right here, and I was putting the elastic into it from the L part. Something L. What does it say on it?
It's popping slime or hold this
No,
L.
the
Hold this
L.
L. Hold this
Huh?
L. Hold this L.
Hold this L. So that was going to be right here, but it was going to have to be in the elastic part. And the bottom part, I was turning into like a short set, but I didn't like the way she was doing it. So I was just like, no, because she was like mapping it out to me. I was like, no. So I'm just
you're
going to make
making
it
clothes?
into a full, huh?
You're making clothes?
No, it's his. No, because when I was making my shirts, I would have, not for this, it was like back in the days, I would make clothes, but I would
When
like
you
make like
was
shirts with like cuts or dresses and stuff. It's his merch, but I was making it into
Oh, okay.
something
Just
for
a little
me
cute
because it's
stylish.
boy clothes. So I was
Okay.
making it into girl stuff. So I'm just gonna cut it and make the last shirt into a dress.
I still need my pictures.
I will take the pictures, but
Oh, he just wants the pictures. I see. He just wants the pictures.
yeah, I'll give him the pictures. No, I'm gonna take the pictures.
Slow down, young lady. Slow down, young lady. Look at you. You
No,
moving too
probably
fast.
this weekend. No, for real, probably this weekend because I'm going to the beach this weekend. So I'm probably gonna take. I'm gonna make the rest of the tank top one into a dress, and then I'm just gonna take some pictures of it and give it
Did
to
you
you because you took some foul videos of me like saying, "Oh, I like this," and I'm like, and then you like cut it off. I'm like, no, but yeah, I'll take some.
Did you ever send that shirt to Michael?
I did. I sent it like 4 days ago. So I
Okay.
said it in the beginning of this video. So
okay.
hopefully he should already have it. I don't know I don't know what's going on. But
And I have one more thing I want to say. I just Googled Naomi Lewinsky. Oh my God.
Now he's gonna make me
Hold
do it
on.
where he's
Slow down.
talking.
Wait a minute. I just have to say something. Is that natural or you had some work done?
No.
Behind
the
the
only thing, I'm
bar.
gonna be honest with you. It depends on what picture you have.
I mean, I'm
These
looking through
boobs
that.
are not natural. Anything else is natural.
Oh, okay. You got a boob job.
Everything
Okay.
else is natural. Everything else is
Okay.
natural. My
And I
butt
saw-
is natural.
So I saw a picture of you with like girl on girl. So it's like, are you like
Okay.
bisexual?
Behind the bar.
You
Slow down,
taking this a bit out of the context.
I'm talking Naomi. I'm talking to Naomi.
No. Behind the bar.
We're on a subject
Listen,
now.
hold on.
Wait a
If
minute.
you
How
wanna
do you
have this
spell Lewinsky?
conversation-
How do you spell it, Naomi? Because I gotta
No,
look
mind
this
your
up.
business. Mind your business. I'm talking to Naomi. Slow down.
How do
Go
you
ahead,
spell it?
Naomi.
Oh, we gotta slow it all the way down. Hold on. Right now, this is not what we're talking about, but behind the bar, if you want to have a conversation with Naomi Lewinsky, we could do that. So if you're asking News and Shenanigans what it is, it's Naomi, Naomii, Lewinsky with 2 I's at the end.
But spell it for me, Lewinsky.
She's so thirsty. She is so thirsty.
Yeah,
Slow down.
I am thirsty. Spell the Lewinsky. Spell Lewinsky for me, because I just tried to spell it and it didn't come out right.
L-E.
Mm-hmm.
Let me.
Winskii.
Skii. Okay. Winskii. Okay.
Listen, she got this picture where she got some tape over her nipples. I'm like, Lord have mercy.
Oh, you're talking about where I have a green shirt on and rainbow socks?
Oh my God. Lord have mercy. I was passed out just now.
I'm not embarrassed of anything that I've done, and I will never be.
Why would you be embarrassed of them pictures? I said, Lord have mercy.
I'm just saying, people be trying to be like,
You got my blood pressure raised up right now. I don't know what to do.
Wait, hold the fuck up. Where wifey at?
Mind your business. Slow down. Don't cock block.
Wifey.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wifey! That's my wife. I already adopted her as my wife. You can have her on the weekends. That's my baby mama.
Oh my God,
That's
the
my
pictures are.
boo.
This know I screenshot all them pictures. I'm gonna print them out and have them on a poster on my wall like a little Kim poster
You
back in the
bet
day.
not. I'm gonna tell wifey. That's my wife. That's my wife. Where's she at? Where's she at? I'm about to tell
Yo,
wife.
slow down, man. I can't compliment you. Like, what the fuck, girl?
No, I want wifey in here.
Who was that?
Wifey.
You know what? I'm getting out of here, yo. You hating. Bye-bye.
So you're doing a new background behind the bar for your bar?
He playing because he want to play games. He's playing anyway. Behind the bar be talking shit. That's why I be messing with him. With wifey, because I'm gonna tell wifey.
Boy.
I don't know why she like those. She be tearing them up. She be chilling. May said, no. You better leave me alone, man. You better leave me alone. Because I'm going to tell wifey. Tell it.
Oh, okay. I see why he's all excited.
Yeah, that's what we ain't talking about that. We talking about the kids right now. Anyway, so let's get back to what we was talking about. Let's get back to what we was talking about. He crazy.
We're reacting to a video.
Yeah, we're supposed to be pulling the video up.
And
now y'all done fuck me up. Which video was we looking at? Because I got like
the doctor or something like that.
Oh yeah.
There we go. News, you haven't seen it yet, right?
I haven't either. I didn't look at it because I was trying to get ready. Hold on.
No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any of her stuff.
Me neither. I don't look at this bitch, but she seems to be enthusiastic about Naomi and Michael and people.
Only time I ever even looked at her was when Naomi had told me about her, and I went over there and looked at her, and then that was it.
What was it called again? Jeanette.
Let me go look for you.
It was called something with the man.
Yeah, she did too that night.
Snoop lawsuit and McMean lies hurt McMean false story.
Yeah, the lies hurt.
Behind the ball, he gonna get in trouble. But if he got a wife, the way he was acting, talking about them pictures.
The lies hurt McMean false story.
Okay, let's let me make it small real quick so I can pop it up. This freaking draghead ass bitch. She need to really like lay off on the wig setting. Share screen.
Well, I don't think it's a wig anymore.
No, I definitely know it's a wig. Me and News seen when she was tying it on, and I know it's a wig for a fact.
Yeah, we assessed her already. We actually
because even if you see it on this, I know this is a wig. This is a wig.
Well, when you pull up this video, you're gonna see the hair burnt.
And I know it's for sure a wig. I can see it. I see the whole entire wig on there.
But the hair's burnt in the front.
No, it's not a wig. It's a sew-in. Sorry.
Yeah, we seen her getting her hair sewed in. She actually did a video, and she probably took it down.
But I'm gonna make a point quickly, and it's just sad when you see somebody that's so intent on tearing somebody else down, that's so intent on how you doing, soul sister number one. It's all right. I'm so sporadic. My mom's in town, and I'm just streaming whenever I can.
Behind the bar, what you talking about?
Yo, why are we still looking at her? I'm tired of looking at her, goddamn. I don't want to see her.
I'm tired of looking at this phone too, but they telling me something, so you're going to have to look at it, and I'm going to go put your shirt on.
Damn, man.
So shut up and watch her. Hold on, shut up and watch her while I go put your shirt on. Alright, okay. Just making sure you know that you need to shut up real quick.
Get a moment in. I hope you're doing well, my sis. How you doing? I think it's a lot insane that some people are so intent on tearing somebody else down, and then they want to cry and act like people are attacking them, people are doing something to them, and I am listening to these whiny crybabies talk about things and oh, people are cyberbullying me, people are obsessed with me. No, it's quite the opposite. They're all fake. It's fake beef, and misunderstood don't bother nobody, right? I'm sitting over here trying to live my life, but what I'm not gonna do is let somebody discredit me for a story. F you, all right? The story with that dude, Michael, who sat next to me and he's telling people that, oh, I use heroin, I use cocaine. I have not got one apology from these content creators that hosted that story. And I think they really don't understand the First Amendment law. It does not. So it's just number one. The First Amendment doesn't cover you slandering somebody else. That's why so many people are upset about the the Cardi B verdict, because they think they should just be able to say whatever. And if it discredits a person, they feel they have the right to do so. But yet they're so protective over their names. And this dude, Mac, to me, trying to make it seem like I did something to Michael and all this shit. I'm like, I'm not afraid of these bullies. I just see a bunch of criminals protecting criminals. They still have that criminal mindset. And let me tell you something. That dude, Michael, came here. Oh, thank you, Slauson. That dude, Michael, how dare he comes and try to tell people that I use heroin. I have never used needles in my life. To try to say, oh, she's a coke addict. Those are big lies. And for them to now cry like somebody's doing something to them, I think is just a damn shame. I'm going to play a little audio clip. Now, I don't bother anybody, but the problem is when I do speak out for myself, they're just used to somebody that they can walk all over. And this me that's walking strong, bold, you're not going to do, I'm just not putting up with it, because you know what? It's not okay to try to discredit somebody just for your own. Hold on. Let me get off my camera for a second.
Why we gotta get tortured with this shit? I don't want to be tortured listening to this lady. I'm tortured right now. This is torture. Get her off the screen.
But the First Amendment behind the bar doesn't cover slandering people and calling them.
I'm gonna send it up now. Sorry, you guys. I just lost my train of thought. Let me play audio for you guys.
Her, but she's
and this coke and heroin theme. Actually, you know what? That was my child's father. I think I might grab him because that is such a big lie. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry, but I've got to. I gotta do this. You know why? Because the lie is huge, and if anybody did that to him, I don't care. All these panels that he was on, I feel not only do they owe me an apology, but that slander, nobody's bothering them. When they get caught in a lie, they want you to go away. They are like, oh, the story's done. The story's not done until I clear my name. Fuck what they're talking about. Let me play a part of this clip from something earlier. How you doing, Fifi? I'm not angry at anybody, but again, I'm not going to let these people cry about misunderstood, doing something to them. Oh, they're cyberbullying me when they started the lie. And a lie came from absolutely nowhere. Let me play a small clip and then I will. Hang on. And I feel all these panels that he would not tell
I don't want to watch this shit.
On Snoop's panel, all these people, they never extended an apology to me, and I don't believe anything they say, because when you run a story that's not true,
I can't do this.
You really need to apologize to the person that was damaged, and I was doing damage, not them.
You're gonna miss the doctor.
Man, not everybody's a gangster. Not everybody's
This is her baby father. This is a part of it for educational purposes.
Yeah,
only.
Those are the people that's obsessed with all this shit.
Man.
Now, as I play this, look at how they're the ones playing like they're the victims. People victimize them. They started this lie. Michael, Naomi, and all the panels that were. Now they know that Snoop. I'm not saying she started it, but she sure is trying to give it validation. And a lie is a lie. I don't give a damn who tells it. I don't care how many times. And I feel that when they see somebody trying to do good, they're crabs in a bucket. They want to hold you right there. And I'm telling you right now that they're going to have to stay mad at me because I'm not their little doormat. I don't know the word.
I look at it.
What is that?
I look at it now. They serial.
How you doing, Lisa?
Like, goddamn.
Hey, yo, you ever think Game of Thrones?
Wait, let me fast forward a little bit because it's like it gets quite kind of pathetic.
That's like all the Vikings, like yo. That's like walking down the street and you just meet a dude. killing him, man. There's no, you got no point. The guy got pissed.
How you doing,
What
Adeline?
messed him up when they cut him? He was assessed. He was when they took his manhood away.
So I'm not sure. I don't even have a timestamp for this. Hold on, you guys.
Because a lot of them are. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. A lot of them are. But when they let me up and do this and do that.
Freaking look at this movie.
They don't like when they get like, because they be on these YouTube streets and they see the nonsense and
how you doing, China White?
And they're calling me, come on, man, this is a handicapped person. Why can't you get like this is another thing? Why can't you get out of me? This is a handicapped person. Why can't you get out of that? Don't you think about that? Like people don't think about that. Like I'm dissing this guy on a wheelchair.
Naomi, can you fast forward it to the doctor part?
Literally, the situation of a guy on a wheelchair. Like what the hell? Like you could be that cruel as a person to this a person in a wheelchair that has no hope. Like you don't know why he's thinking about. Sometimes a lot of these people think about dying.
Needles and heroin.
I don't have to. But back to the story. Yeah, I don't know if any of you have heard these.
I don't know this individual.
I am gonna open up my phone lines tonight, but you guys can either call me on my if you know me, call me, or just use my IG. I think it's really disgusting. And again,
sheriffs and I mean he is a
these lies more than 3 panels. McNamee, Soooo, that's been told over on Pizarro's channel. Nothing against Pizarro because she's just running a story, and I actually, but my problem is with the main, like for them to still be running this after it's a lie and pretending to be bullied. I do have problems, and it's a lie, and they don't get to just lie on somebody and then cry like, oh my God, somebody's bullying me. Shut the fuck up. I got a more important story to do later, but I'm gonna cover this really fast and try to put this shit to rest. So what I'm gonna do, it's been said on these panels that wait, Fifi, are you out there? Mama Fi, I don't know if you can call it or not because I never got to but anyways.
Yeah,
I am gonna open
boring.
up my phone lines tonight, but you guys can either call me on my
yeah, it's super hard.
I don't know if you know. All right, let me scoot over.
And it's the same thing every day.
I'm just gonna ask you questions. All right.
Oh, okay. There he goes.
So
there he
goes.
goes.
Put this lie to rest. This guy, you guys put a one in the chat. Yeah, can you scoot over? Put a one. Okay, put a one in the chat. This sounds okay. Okay, so this guy here alleges that I use heroin and cocaine.
He's a liar.
And needles. And
they don't think about living.
This one. He says that, and he's telling people I'm picking on a quadriplegic.
It's sad and it's true because.
But now he's saying I'm bullying him.
Well, first of all, it's sad that he's in this condition. I mean, he is a paraplegic, not a quadriplegic.
Okay, can you? So because he stresses the fact that he's a quadriplegic. Now let me tell you what happened. He flashed my channel before, and he's saying that he's not capable of moving his hands to.
Well, you can see him in these videos moving his hands.
So yeah, so he's saying that's why he's lying. I'm gonna stop right now. So for those of you that don't know, he's saying he started this. He flashed my channel the week before Halloween, showing his peen, right, his little peen. He's saying that because he's a quadriplegic, and I've heard this repeated on Lady Snoop panel that he's not able to move. I'm showing you guys videos of him moving, and for Mac.
Okay, and first of all, when he's moving, he says that he cannot move from his chest down.
Right.
He can move a little. He can't put his arms over his head or anything, but he can he has minimal movement within his arms up and down.
But his range of motion
up and down like this, and then his hands are not whatever. So even if he was able to do this, and he's starting to do this now, not then, but he's starting to be able to do this on one side. Even if, who cares? Even if he did show his pain, what is her point though?
He can't feed himself now. He's told me
I don't believe her, because when she showed me the video, me personally. Let me stop playing with this little girl. When she showed me the video personally of what she wanted me to believe that he showed, I had her show it to me like 5, 6, 7, 8 times. And I was like, I don't see him flash, because it was just like, it looked just like, and I'm not trying to be funny, guys. It literally looked like he was like trying to like move, or like move his like shirt, his blanket up or something like that. There was no peen. There was no like lower version of him. Trying to make all this make more than what it is because she needs content. Now that she has nothing to talk about of sobriety and to talk about of, oh, I'm trying to get to this point and this point, because now she's lied to you guys, and why Naomi has dropped off, because Naomi, I was vulnerable. I was manipulated. Yes, I can agree to that. I do say that I fell for a person that I didn't know how drugs affect a person and all that type of stuff. And I seen a lot of people attacking her. So I was like, hold up, move out the way. Why y'all messing with Nicole? I was right there like first man on guard. Like, look, y'all not about to mess with her. But once she started showing me that she was not trying to be sober and started saying, oh, well, she can manipulate the little program she was in and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, still didn't drop her off at that point. I was like, okay, well, are you going to tell them eventually? Whatever. I never talked to her. I never talked to her in the backyard. I never talked to her this and this and that. It's a lie. She says she's never talked to Jeanette. She's been on multiple panels with Jeanette.
Oh, she's going to admit that she's been in. She's going to admit on one of her videos, one of those 2 videos, she says, oh, I was in the backyard one time now, because you were saying before, no
never. She doesn't even know who you are. She's a compulsive liar, and she can't keep her story straight. Leela, stop, mama. She can't keep her story straight. So I'm done with her. I'm all about honesty, and people are like, oh, bully. I'm not no damn bully. Nobody can ever say that. So for people even trying to insinuate that, stop. Because I'll be right there for Nicole. But you see people are putting out restraining orders on her and all kind of stuff because she's a liar, a compulsive liar, and you guys are minions. Right there. Following her dumb fucking footprints. I'm done with it. You guys are crazy.
I'm definitely not a bully, and I didn't lie. Everything that I said or talked about is something that can be backed up by a video.
Exactly.
So if you go back and look at her Queen's Phones video, if you go back and look at her video she did after that, that's what I was speaking about.
Right.
I wasn't saying anything else. Everything that I said, every single thing that I said can be backed up by a video.
Right. And that's the thing. Like, she can't back up anything because she's a liar, a compulsive liar, and these people continue to keep enabling her, and that's why I just don't agree with it anymore. I'm just done with it. Stop.
I don't have
the finale is done. She's done.
I didn't have a problem with her. Now I do have a problem because she's pulling up pictures of me. She said Jeanette and these other people are felons. Jeanette is not a felon. I am not a felon. I never have been.
And that's why I told her,
I've had one
talking, I'm gonna bring up
in my life.
I can bring up all her mug shots and her records. Do we need to do this? This is what I'm talking about, misunderstood. Quit playing with me, because I'm going to do it to you. I'm gonna bring up everything. So quit playing with me. I didn't know that you made 3 and 4, 5, 6 other videos of me because I do not pay attention to you. You want to continue to be, oh, I'm a victim, but you're trying to make yourself be a victim. Stop it. Stop.
The thing that
nobody's looking for you. Nobody's doing any of that. You want to be a victim because you need content. You're boring, bitch. You're boring. There's nothing to talk about now that you don't got these people, or me too. I'm sorry. I'm like, yes, you're on the day 100. I feel stupid. Yes, I do. congratulating you on, and then when I'm talking to you about it, you're like, girl, I've been manipulating. You got too comfortable. You got too comfortable. Yeah, I've been manipulating. When you said that, I was done with you. I don't know what it takes to come off of methamphetamines. Yes, somebody was telling you, saying, oh yeah, you were doing other drugs. I don't know. Why would you say you're on meth if you're really on coke and you're really on that? I don't know what you're on, but I know that you were on methamphetamines and you were still on it, and you still, I believe to this day, are doing it at little paces of what you need. Because why, when you said you were being swatted, was the same man you brought up in this video I just seen talking about you keep getting rid of the silverware. And he was upset walking back and forth talking about how you got rid of the silverware. Girl, quit playing with me, because we're going to really play war in this, and you do not want to.
And I said that she reacted to,
and I don't care about your sobriety. I don't care about none of that, because before I met you, all I cared about was what I was dealing with. I fell into your trap like all these other people are, and when I seen it, washed my hands. Then when I was talking about somebody else, you wanted to place yourself in there because you had no more content making fake beef, and you're trying to keep this going on. Me, Michael, MacMean, whoever you're trying to keep this going on with because you have nothing else. Okay, I'm going to challenge you. If you have nothing to say about me, Michael, MacMean, what do you have?
I mean,
I'm going to give you a challenge to make a video of what do you have, because you don't have your sobriety. Other than that, what do you have? Let's go. Challenge on, bitch.
Naomi,
anyway, go ahead.
Personally, I care about her sobriety and everybody's sobriety.
I don't care about her sobriety anymore, because I tried. I tried multiple times, and she made me look like a fool. Right. Multiple times. I'm done. You can be caring about her sobriety, but not me.
No, but listen,
she doesn't want it.
What I'm going to say is nobody can care more about her sobriety than herself. And that's it.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's talk. Where are my leggings at? Do I gotta go grab some leggings? Because as soon as Snoop hopped off of her live, what did Miss Understood have to talk about? Nothing. But what? Leggings. My leggings. Girl, the content is whack. Like that makes me get out of here.
Not even real.
Bye. Bye. Do I need to go put my leggings on? Do I need to go get my leggings, bruh? Because my leggings are more interesting than you.
He just wants you to put on leggings.
Sides.
Behind the bars trying to get you to put on leggings. Don't fall.
No. I'm really not. But I'm telling her, my leggings are still more interesting than her. I got neon pink sides with heather gray. Okay? Like, bitch, stop. You're irrelevant. You're nothing, because you're trying to act like your sobriety is what you're talking about. I feel stupid for celebrating with you at day 100 when right after that is when you told me that you were not sober, that you were using occasionally, and you were doing whatever you needed, and then these minions still follow you. I don't care about none of them. Done. Anyway, what the hell? Be right back. Get it. Leggings, yes. And I'm about to be like, hey, I can't even do my jeans. My jeans, bro. My jeans. It's going to be better than your conversation. My dirty socks from running outside with my son. It's going to be more than a conversation, bitch, than what you got for your content. Stop. Like, you're whack. You're whack. Leave me alone. I love you behind the bar. Nobody's messing with you. We playing with you.
Yeah,
the doctor has more to say, though. Sent me. I'm gonna go get the mask he gave me because he didn't even give me the slime. I love bright colors. He gave me the red one.
The doctor has more to tell you.
Oh, let's go back to doctor. Let's go back.
You gotta go back.
Let's go back to the doctor. Doctor, where are you? Oh, I gotta press the button. Hold on. Wait, where's he at? Wait, I want the big doctor. Big doctor right there. Let's go.
After me, she looks the so-called bully advocate to keep resurrecting his story. This is a horrible lie. He said I use heroin, needles, shot up in my big toe. I use crack cocaine and cocaine.
None of that's true.
And he said the reason why I shoot up in my big toe heroin is so that you don't know that there's track marks there.
First of all, heroin addicts have a lot of behavioral problems. These behavioral problems a lot of times manifest.
Real quick, she's trying to look at him for validation of why she's not doing what she's doing. And I've seen videos. So I really think she should knock it off because even if he is trying to validate for her, I've seen videos. You talking about Grandpa Jeanette?
Themselves around other people, especially when they use regularly, they're pretty easy to spot. I've seen people that have started using heroin from the time they were young up until in their 70s. I've seen people for the first time use heroin or methamphetamine in their 70s for their first time. Typically, it nearly kills them. They usually end up with heart attacks in the hospital. But there's a lot of telltale signs. When I was working as a medical director for the sheriff's department, I've worked as a medical director for a prison. I used to go on ride-alongs with the sheriffs, and they would sit there, and when they pull somebody over who had needle marks on them, the person would deny it. They would ask me to identify what kind of marks, tracks those were, and I'd identify for the sheriffs right then out in the field that the person had needle marks on them that were drug related. And then of course when the sheriff would tell them, oh, this is a doctor right here who is out here with us on patrol with us, just because he enjoys his work and everything like that, and he's identified you as based upon these marks as what basically is going on, and the person then admits it. They just go, okay, yeah, I lied, and yeah, I use needles and heroin. We've got family members who have had problems with addiction like that. I've seen them firsthand, tried to counsel them, tried to work with them. So it's not something that we're strangers to ourselves. But this person here who is, I don't know this individual, apparently he says he's a quadriplegic, but it's obvious to me he's a paraplegic. He might not quite know the nomenclature, but regardless of that, the man unfortunately is a liar. And I don't know where he gets off. I don't know where he gets off coming at Adrian like this with these lies just to try and slander her and harm her. So what, that he could be able to get views and
Did you guys hear that? Adrian, right? Not Nicole. What did he say?
He said her name.
He said Adrian, right?
Yeah, he keeps doing that, but
not Nicole Diaz. He says what? Adrian, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I can show you her. I'm not gonna keep putting her on blast with her whole doxing her. But he said Adrian, right? I can put her arrest records on here since she keeps talking about you, Jeanette, and saying, oh, yeah.
No, she did it.
You're not even a felon. She just put that out there because she was being disrespectful because she didn't want it to be known that she was talking to you in the background. But if she wants to, I can put her records out there too. Okay?
No, I mean, she did it the one time, but it's just that she does keep playing the videos with me on it, and that it is what it is.
The thing is, nobody is looking after her. Like, I don't worry about this girl, and she's making videos that I don't even care about her. She keeps saying, Naomi, I don't care about you, girl.
But I would rather just give resources. So I have another one coming up in the chat that I'm going to put.
Okay, so after this, go ahead and send it to me, and I'll play it. So let's continue this.
No, I'm just gonna put it in the chat, and then you can just flash it on the screen.
Okay.
I've become more of a famous person on the internet. That's disreputable. I don't know why this individual is doing this, but he needs to stop before he ends up finding himself on the sorry end of a lawsuit for slander and defamation of character.
Let me thank you, Lisa. I see there was a question, and John, no one's mad at you. I said that you were. It's not about you. I'm not trying to, but I need to do what I need to do. And I said, even though you're a mod over there, I still need to speak about what I need to speak about. So please respect that. Now, here was the question that John Klumanite said. John, I appreciate your continued support. So let's not make this into something it's not. John Columinati says, where were the heroin withdrawal effects? That never happened. And he's right. How you doing, Demare? And I think it's disgusting that they're still resurrecting the story. And he makes so, yeah, that's right, Mark Smith. I got professionals up in here. He's a physician. And if I was using heroin, he would know, but it's a complete lie. I don't use cocaine. I don't use crack. I don't do any of those things. And the struggle that I had was the one I told you guys about. And that was a while ago now. So he's a liar. I've never used, I don't have a history of needles. And a lot of times addicts use the same route or whatever. I never use needles. And I have never used heroin.
No.
Thank you, Red Wings. I appreciate that. He's using this exactly. Now he's calling himself a cripple. Now again, those of you that know me, I sympathize with this story. I've supported him emotionally, tried to help him with his channel because I have experience with SEO stuff. Slauson says he's using his physical problem as an excuse to bully her. That's right. And for the Mac Demean, who calls himself a bully advocate, to still try to give this story light, I have issues with it. On other subliminals talking about, he's crying about, oh, people are bullying me now. No one's bullying him. He's making my life hell.
The sad thing is nobody's.
Mama Fee said, nice to see you. Remember Fifi?
Nice to see you, Mama Fee. Shout out to you.
But the stress, can you talk about the stress this story has caused me with the lie, with the heroin and the cocaine and the channels that covered it?
Anytime you become any kind of a public figure, whether it be online or in person, anybody who comes at you trying to sell something as a lie as a truth, it harms everything about
it. A public figure? Girl, who wanna be? Yo, like, she's really trying to give herself credit for some shit she really ain't got no business giving her credit for. I would never say that about myself. She should never say that about herself. She tried to use Uncle Suge. She tried to use her little rape cabin in the woods stories when I asked her questions about him and it didn't make sense. All of that to make herself relevant, to have this little platform that she has now. And now she's like, oh, I'm a public figure. Girl, go sit down. Go run in traffic. Go do whatever you need to do, because this is ridiculous, yo. Like, she's really being extra'd out.
It harms their well-being mentally. It sits there and they try to destroy their reputation so that way no one will listen to them anymore. It's just such a disreputable thing to do. Nobody is coming at this individual to bully him for anything other than the fact that they're pointing out his lies. To sit there and call somebody out on something when they're lying about it, that's something that we all need to do. Anytime somebody knows somebody is lying about something like this, especially when it harms another individual, they need to be called out on it. And that's not bullying. That's just pointing out the truth of what they're saying or what they're lying about.
He told the panel more than one day.
Okay, he keeps talking about needs to call people out when they're lying. Look at how he's looking at her right now. Call people out when they're lying. You lied to your panel. You lied to your people that follow you. You lied to the people that cared about you. And you thought it was funny. You laughed with me. And I'm looking at you like, why are you laughing? This is not funny.
Right.
You're a drug addict. This is not funny. You thought this shit was funny, and that's why I cut you the fuck off. Look at how he's looking at you. He's saying you laughed, you did this, you did that, and you're trying to make it seem like you didn't do any of that. And trying to seem like the victim, and the people that are following her saying, oh, she's being bullied. Oh, no. She's manipulating you guys, and you guys are still following her. So I do not care about the people that follow her and continue to enable her, because she needs to be let known. Girl, get yourself together. I do not hate her. I would still tell her, girl, I'll rock with you. Not like that, but I want you to get better. Stop doing the things you're doing. But if everybody's going to enable her and make her feel like she has this whole security blanket, she's going to keep doing the thing that she's doing. Period. What'd you say, Jeanette?
Yeah, I provided the Al-Anon information just because a lot of people that are family members of people who have addictions, Al-Anon's very important, so you learn how to not enable them.
No, all the people are Fifi, Pamela, who else? The Dorys, who else is the other one? What's that girl's name? Dang, the one that always pops up.
The John Kilminati's.
John Illuminati, but no, the other lady that always pops up.
Oh, I don't know.
Dang, all of y'all are enablers. I don't hate Nicole. I never went looking for Nicole. She want to say somebody's a stalker. Nobody is stalking you, bitch. What the fuck I need to stalk you for? What? Nothing. Once I left her alone in January, I never went to even look for her. She came looking for me to try to get some type of content because she had nothing else to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. Now she wants to use everybody because she has nothing.
Well, I heard her back there telling you that the beef is good and telling you that's how to grow your channel.
She's like,
behind the bar is going to get a spanking.
She told me, oh yeah, I could teach. Oh,
she want to spank me? You a freak.
Wait, what y'all talking about? Wait, hold up. What? Wait, what y'all got going on?
She said she wants to spank me. What, you gonna use a wooden paddle?
Wait. I can't get off topic. What y'all talking about?
Anyways, so what's this relationship? That's her baby father?
That's the boy. That's the youngest one, yes.
So what's the dynamic of their relationship? Because I know Naomi. What's her name? I'm about to call her Naomi. I know Adrian. I know Adrian goes out, in the cabin in the woods and slept with Suge, and so they have an open relationship. I'm confused.
Okay, so this is my understanding, and I could be wrong. I'm just gonna say this. So supposedly, he was pimping her. He was her physician. He ended up sleeping with her, got her pregnant.
Allegedly, according to the
all this is allegedly. He was sleeping with. He had a wife and all that. He was sleeping with her. She was one of the patients or something like that. Ended up getting her pregnant, and then, like she said, she was a madam. He was using her as a madam. He was pimping her out as well. They have some type of marijuana business. I don't know, whatever the case may be. Pimping out girls and all that type of stuff. Ended up having a kid, all this type of stuff. I don't know how true this stuff is, but this is what has been told to me. I don't know. And this man has been using her, and now, they're not together. She's doing whatever he's doing. He's trying to help her out and still trying to have her be around her kid. And that's why she's in his house, but they're not together. Boom, bam, boom. I don't know.
Oh my God. I got a headache of just hearing that story.
Exactly. I don't know how true it is, but that's just what I was told. And I was just like, okay, whatever. Okay.
So they're not fucking anymore, right?
I don't know. If they're in the same house, probably. Because if she blames everything on, she blames everything from the dog to the big bear. Hey, if I'm under the influence, anything sounds great. So I don't know.
What's that guy, Naomi? He came up on your channel a couple of times. I think he's some type of director or whatever. He met up with her a couple of times. They went out to on a lunch date. What's his name?
Ooh.
The guy that he came up on your show a few times, the black guy, and usually when he comes up, he don't say much. He says he's some type of movie director or something like that. Do you know what I'm talking about, Jeanette?
A movie director.
Jeanette got to know who I'm talking about.
Jeanette, who are you talking about that's a movie director?
The black guy. He comes up sometimes.
I do, and I don't. I didn't know he was a movie director, but Alan something that the guy was quiet in the corner. He was quiet in the corner, and he last time came. I didn't know he was a movie director.
Wait, who is it, Jeanette?
Alan or something. So he has a channel. I didn't know he was a movie director, but he was quiet. He would come up quiet, and the last time there was something about her, he stopped coming to your channel. The black guy.
I don't even know who y'all talking about.
The black guy, he came up on your channel a few times. He's an older gentleman, like he's in his 50s.
Are you talking about Aaron?
Aaron. There you go.
I don't know, because I talked to Aaron and I was like, wait, are you being a spy for her? And he was like, no, or whatever. And I haven't heard from him since then, because he would sit in the back and listen to all our conversations.
Yeah, he met her. They went out on a date together. They had dinner, and she paid for it and everything like that. You know what I mean? And
Aaron, is that true? Aaron, the one that's a security guard.
Oh yeah, he says that he does movies on the side too. He's an inspired director.
What kind of movies does he do?
I'm not quite sure, but he was on Misunderstood channel talking about some,
Yeah, that's Aaron. That's Aaron, and he was come in the back end.
You can direct like movies, like, you know what I mean?
Tell me. Talk.
You can direct documentaries.
Okay.
You can direct like action movies. You can direct like porno movies. You can direct.
Okay. And when I started questioning him a little bit, he kind of fell off, because he would like talk to me all the time. So Aaron, if you're out there and you just really was on Misunderstood side, I guess cool. But all I'm saying is, I was just trying to see where he came from, because once we started getting into the real nitty gritty of some conversations, he was like real quiet, until where I was like, okay, I'm gonna kick him off of here, because he's just listening. I don't care if anybody's listening. I'm not lying about anything, so I don't care if, you know what I mean, you're listening, because there's nothing I need to hide. Now, if I had to hide something, then maybe I'd be whatever, but even when I hit him up after the fact, he was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And he never hit me up after that. But before that, he was hitting me up all the time and talking to me all hours of the night. So it's like, okay, so he was basically trying to be a spy for her, basically.
I mean, he don't have to cam up to spy. He could just be in the bushes. So I don't understand the significance of him camming up, because he doesn't say much.
Yeah, but even if he wasn't spying, he hasn't cammed up or talked to me ever since then. So I don't know, and there's no listen. Naomi don't gotta lie about nothing.
Who called you a liar?
Misunderstood is a fraud. She is trying to build her channel off of bullshit, and I just don't feel like it's right. And she's trying to manipulate a lot of people, and she's getting away with it. So if I was her, hey, if that's what she's going for and she's getting away with it, and she got all these little minions like, oh, you guys are bullying her, hey, that's what she has going for herself. But if she really wants to get sober, I'd be down to be like, girl, I'll be your number one cheerleader to help you get sober. But to help you manipulate people, that's where it does not compute for me.
So why do you think she goes by like the alias of like Nicole instead of her name
because her middle name is Nicole.
Oh, okay.
Her middle name is Nicole.
Oh, so you did your due diligence. So you did see the mugshots.
Listen, I'm tired of these people trying to act like they're gonna play with me. You know I deal with criminal justice. I'm gonna dig into your background and I'm gonna get all this information.
So I'm gonna stop fucking with you though.
And the thing is, Naomi, I don't care if you guys can know my first, middle, last name. You guys can know where I live. What does that mean? And that's what I don't understand when people are like, oh, they doxed me. They did this, this, and this, and that. What are you going to do with that information? Like, you don't want to go to jail for murder. Like, none of this stuff is like murder worthy or any of that. So even if you do, just respect somebody. If they want to be called Misunderstood, call them Misunderstood. If I want to be called Naomi, call me Naomi. If you want to be called Behind the bar, be called behind the bar. If you want to call Jeanette, be called Jeanette. You know what I'm saying? But when people are trying to like dox, and I don't understand the whole doxing thing, because if I do post my address on here, what are you gonna do with my address? What are you gonna come knock on the front door and just sit in the front? Like, that's weird. So that's why I don't get the whole like doxing thing.
So remind me not to troll you, because if I troll you, you're gonna start looking me up to find out information about me. So I'm not gonna troll you.
Hey, the last person I did, I pulled up his grandma, his aunt, his uncle, all his loans, all his records, everything. He was like, but my thing is, I only sent it to him. I wasn't going to do anything with it. I'm not going to do nothing with it. I do not want to do anything with anybody's information. Like, my thing is to let you guys know, the public, if somebody is, you know, a menace to society or something like that, that can harm your children or something like that. That's it. I don't want to harm anybody in any other way. But stop messing with me if it's a situation where you just messing with me for no reason, because I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
I'm not going to give it out to the public, but
you have a bunch of spies in your bushes. There's probably a lot of hurt peoples in there, because there's only one person commenting, and it's like, last time I checked, how many people's in the room? Last time I checked, it was like 13, 14 people.
Yeah, it's 12 right now, but it's okay.
Oh, wow. Your bushes are thick. There's people just sitting there staring at you like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
what are you, a goldfish? Are you a goldfish or something like that?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't want to be a goldfish, because a goldfish is, hey, a goldfish is pretty, but they shit nasty. So I don't want to be really one of those. I want to shit pretty. So, but anyway, no, I'm not really like messy like that. But if I have to, I will do my due diligence. But like literally, like for the people that I've actually looked up, it took me a long time to where I was like, okay, they're getting on my nerves. Like I'm gonna have to let them know, like, look, I know 10 generations before you, leave me alone. Like,
you know, I tried to, I felt bad because of how it was being spun and what happened. So I went over to her panel to try to speak to her, and it, like, they were vicious over there. They were vicious, and I didn't say one mean thing, call her one, nothing.
Let me ask you a question, Jeanette. Vicious. Are you in a sobriety right now?
No.
Okay, so
Jeanette has nothing to do with sobriety. Jeanette has nothing to do with none of that.
I'm asking because a lot of people on that sector.
Me and her have nothing to do with that sector at all.
I
just felt sorry for her, because when I went on Queen's Thrones, I seen like people were attacking this lady, and I was like, why are they being so mean to her? And then she comes from where I come from, and
that's where I met you at, Naomi. That's where I met you at, over there at Queen's Throne.
Behind the bar.
And I was mad because people were being mean to
I remember that.
That's what made me go over there to her, like, y'all ain't about to do her like this.
You were simping for her. I remember that.
Behind the bar. I didn't go over to her channel because I recognize things. I've never done drugs. I'm not in that sector, but I've counseled children who have done drugs. I worked in a group home industry for a long time with kids on probation. So I know a lot about it. I have a lot of knowledge about it. I know
a weed head when I hear one. You do smoke weed, yes?
No.
No?
Not at all.
Man, you missing out.
Maybe, but I don't think so.
Naomi, you smoke weed, right?
No.
Really?
No.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised. You definitely like a pothead.
Nope.
Wow.
That's not an insult. That's not an insult. What the hell?
That is an insult. I mean, how you just...
How do I look like a pothead?
No, weed is... People that smoke weed looks cool, so stop playing with me, man. Weed is not a bad.
Cool.
Weed is not a drug.
Nah, weed is not a drug. Not cool. That don't look cool. That don't look cool.
You never smoked weed before, Naomi? Even when you were younger?
I smoked weed probably like 2 years before I had my son, so probably like 2014. maybe was the last time I smoked weed, but I've never been a like, maybe like here and there. I've never been like a weed
What
smoker.
made you quit? What made you quit, Naomi?
Well, I never was an actual weed smoker. I maybe would like hit it here and there, but especially after my son, like I don't know, it just wasn't for me. It makes me like scary.
The reason why I'm asking is because you're in California where weed is legal. You guys have dispensaries all over the place, so I just assume that you indulge in that culture. California culture is marijuana.
It is like a 7-Eleven, but that's just not my thing.
So behind the bar, though, I do have 6 siblings, and I have an older brother who has had addiction issues, and so it's something that does affect everybody.
Why Christina getting upset with me for? Because I asked a simple question. Calm your behind down, Christina. Naomi's my friend. Stop being so defensive.
No, I don't though behind the bar. Like sometimes I wish I could because I feel like people will be like so calm. But like when I would try it, like even just like one hit, I'd be like, oh my God, it's just too much for me. I don't understand how people calm down from that. I just don't. And I've even tried the calm down one.
What, shrooms?
No.
Mushrooms?
No. Is a mushroom a calm down?
I don't know.
No, I'm talking about the weed. Okay, indica is calm. Sativa is
Indo, Reggie
turned up. So the indica calm down one, it would still make my heart beat fast. I don't like anything like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
How long has Naomi Lewinsky's been retired now?
I wouldn't say I'm retired because if I wasn't in Cali, I wouldn't be retired.
So if you was back in Vegas, you'd still be doing your thing.
Not necessarily.
That's all he wants to talk about.
Like Vegas either, so anyway.
Since he wants to say how you guys look like weed and recovering addicts and stuff, that's all he wants to talk about. That's why I said he was going to get a spanking, because if his wife sees this, that's all he's been on all night.
So wait a minute. So when I changed the subject from being like kind of like freaky-ish to like talking about sobriety, you're still hating on me.
What sobriety are you talking about?
No. You asked her, was she recovering? You said Naomi looks like a pothead. And what are you talking about?
Yo, you act like I said she's like a crackhead or something like that. What the fuck, yo? Y'all are so sensitive over here. God damn. Anyways, I want to interview Naomi Lewinsky. When can we set that up?
What do you mean by that?
I want to interview, the things, the culture of a stripper. That's what I want to do. I want you to tell my audience about the lifestyle and the day in the life of the things that you've seen as a stripper.
And what made you change? But you know what? Let me tell you something.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Naomi.
Now Naomi will still get it cracking. Like,
hell yeah, let's go, Naomi.
Right now, Naomi.
Hey, let's go, Naomi. Turn up. Naomi, put your legs above your head. Let me see.
No.
I saw you doing it earlier. You were doing it earlier, Naomi. Come on, man.
No.
Come on, Naomi. Show me something, please.
Hey, behind the bar, cam up. I'll show you something. Cam up, bro. Cam up. Cam up.
Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that.
Cam up.
You got me over here at work about the camera. Hold on, let me turn this camera on. How do you turn this camera on? What's up?
I need a full.
No, we need light. Yeah.
I know. We need a
light.
Thing
what's up, man? I'm right here. I'm at work. What's up, man?
What you doing?
I'm at work.
What's at work?
I drive trucks.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you do behind the bar and drive trucks.
So let me see something, man. I'm watching.
So what you trying to see?
No, F all. I want to see you put your legs above your head.
That's what Naomi ain't gonna fucking do.
You just want to do it.
Pockets.
Naomi, you were showing me something. You put your legs above your head a little bit. I was watching you.
Show me what I was doing. Show me.
I can't do it. What the hell?
No, you gotta show me what I was doing.
That's funny. We started talking about her doing the splits and stuff, and now we got me in the comments.
No, let me see what I was doing. Show me a little piece, and then I'm gonna do it.
You are the one that's 130, 4'11". I am not small like you. I can't.
I'm how much?
You like 130.
140. Okay.
Okay.
Or let. Okay.
Like
So
my
just
hoodie?
let me
You
see.
like my hoodie?
Let me see you do the little. Let me see.
I'm not the fucking stripper. What the fuck?
I just want to see you bring the foot to the head thing.
Nah, you ain't about to screenshot me looking crazy.
I'm not gonna screenshot. I'm on the computer. I can't screenshot you.
Stop playing
Let me
with
see you
me,
do
man.
hey, what's that guy's name that was doing the leg thing?
But she's not a stripper anymore.
And she just said she still has it in her, Jeanette. What are you talking about?
She's
no,
retired.
wait. What's his name? What's that guy's the older guy name that was doing his leg up?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Yes, you do in the black sector. That guy that was doing the leg thing.
I'm worried about you. Show us something, please. Let's go.
You got me fucked up. You will never.
Why the hell you gonna have me cam up like for, man? You trash, yo.
No, Namie's not doing none of that.
And you said you're gonna put on my shirt. I still ain't see it. You hating?
I will because I gotta fix it up. Gotta fix it up.
Live chat. If y'all want to see Naomi do it, then
sides. I'm not doing that.
If y'all want to see Naomi do a trick live chat, everybody in live chat put the number 1. I need 5 people in live
there
chat.
we go. Octavius got it. ZX. That's who he did the
that nigga look crazy. The way Uncle Shook edited that shit, that nigga look crazy.
No, it was not edited. He did the leg thing.
Oh, I can't with that.
I seen the full video. He did the leg thing.
Yeah.
Go Octavius.
That guy's a straight fruitcake, old ass nigga.
Octavius did the leg. ZX did the leg thing.
He had the
look at people coming out the bushes pressing 1. Look at that. Press 1, y'all. Let's go. Press 1, y'all. Let's go.
No, he had the best leggings I've ever seen in my life.
Hey.
Anyways, Naomi, come on, get on the big screen, Naomi, and show us something, please. Naomi, do not be a party pooper, Naomi. Come on, man. You got fins. Hello.
Jeanette said too.
Hey, Naomi, when you gonna do that seatbelt trick again? That seatbelt trick that I like.
Hey, look. That's not what Naomi does. All right?
Naomi, go on the big screen for us, please.
We're trying to watch the doctor.
All right, quick question.
For us, I don't care about y'all.
All right, true or false? I got a true or false question for Naomi. True or false question for Naomi. You ready, Naomi? Under that hat, is that a bald head under that hat or no?
A what?
So under the cap is a bald head. Okay, cool. I like girls with short hair. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You need to embrace your short hair, Naomi. You're beautiful.
You seen my hair the other day when I wore it curly, so.
Okay. I don't think you need them pigtails. I think you should have that like.
But
that
I don't like to wear curly hair. You see my hair the other day at my son's party. I'm not gonna wear that on a regular basis.
Okay. So we got a few people that put a number 1 in the live chat. You gonna give us something, a split or what? Something?
I mean, I want to see something, bar. Like I need to see you do the bag it up and dump it or something. I need to see you do something for me.
Wait, do that one more time, Naomi. Let me see that one more time. In slow motion this time.
Where's wifey, bro? Like for real, like me and wifey gonna have a conversation.
Come on, man.
Because I need to see her turn it up one time.
Yeah, I'm telling on him.
I'm gonna have to make you big on my
computer. I'm telling on you behind the bar.
Naomi, you told me you love me, and you can't even. Naomi,
behind the bar, I'm telling on you.
Naomi, you told me you love me.
We are telling on you behind the bar 2.0. We are telling on you.
Yes, behind the bar 2.0. We are telling on you.
On you.
What y'all think is gonna happen to me? I run my house. What's gonna happen to me?
You're gonna get a spanking, okay?
Why you gonna?
She gonna say, "Keep Naomi Lewinsky name out your motherfucking mouth."
Naomi, you tricked me, and I feel some type of way. You told me that if I came up, you're gonna show me something, and you
I
wasted
did
my
show
time.
you. I went like this. Bag it up and dump it. Boom.
Well, at least lower the camera. We can't see nothing.
Not my problem. Not my problem. Not my problem.
Listen, I'm gonna keep real with you. This lady right here, by the name of News and Shenanigans, wants to see it just as much as me. So that's a fact.
I want to see a lot of shit. I want to see news. I want to see you. I want to see Janelle. I want to see some shit too. Turn it up.
I'll cam up right now and do the splits.
Go ahead.
Don't play with
it. Right now. Look.
I'm not getting in that.
Hey, hit it.
You can't even say it. So what now? Now what? Now what?
Your turn. Hey, yo, Shenanigans, your turn.
I was just joking because I can't do the splits.
I'm just gonna stay here behind my bubble and let you guys.
I'm not surprised. You probably got a bonnet on your head. Hey, yo, Naomi, do you got OnlyFans?
What? Did you say OnlyFans?
That's a simple question. What's wrong with you?
Look, the bar. I'm about to come to your P.O. box and I'm gonna wait for your motherfucking ass there. I'm gonna beat your ass. You keep talking shit. Don't click out, nigga. Click back in.
To your P.O. box.
Yeah, because he don't want to give me a... Click your ass back in.
But if you guys look on my page, there's a video that says, I think 60-year-old woman does the splits. That's my mother. And yes, she does the splits. I posted the video of her on my page. Yeah, my mom does the splits.
Wow.
I have a cousin that is like huge and baby like whams it. And I'm like,
my mom always, we be going to baby showers and stuff. She just busted. Baby, she just loves to do the splits wherever we go. So yeah.
That's why I'm like, let me I can do it. That's why I did it like that so you couldn't see it all the way. But no. Because one of my main tricks was I would go upside down, do the spin, and then I would come down and then I would just go and just drop into splits. But behind the bar, pop up because I need to talk to you.
I'm not popping up until you show me something.
Wait, what'd you say? Well, no, pop back.
I said you got to show me something, man. I'm about to
I
get
did. Look. I'm gonna do it again. One more time.
We can't see nothing. Get on the big screen. I
You
can't see.
though. You can tell she's doing it. You can see her.
Get on the big screen. Get on the big screen, Naomi.
I'm not gonna show you on freaking YouTube, bro.
All right, I'm sliding your DMs. I'm sliding your DMs
okay,
a little bit later.
Oscar said
We're not gonna slide in my DMs.
Oscar said he's leaving. I think he wants to see the
Where's
doctor.
Oscar? I'm mad at Oscar because Oscar ain't even hopped up.
He's right there. Oscar, come up.
Because he knows I've been dealing with hella shit today, and he ain't even popped up. I'm mad.
I hope he didn't leave yet.
He'll be okay. Ain't nobody about to do no mother freaking splits on freaking YouTube. Like, no. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. You need to pop wifey on here so I can talk to my wifey and make sure she knows that you behave the way you behave on here. See, he wants to block out. Look. He want to block it out and not show himself. So I'll do that too. He don't want to show himself because he knows that wifey is watching him act up. Then he wants to act like News and Shenanigans and Jeanette. No.
I'm just trying to keep you on topic. Back to the doctor.
Because he keeps trying to change it. Let's go.
Behind the bar keeps trying to take you off.
He keeps trying to take. I think you know what? I think he is a spy for her. You think he working with
No, I don't think so. I think
I think he might be liking what's her name? The half in the corner girl. Let's see. Let's put her in the corner. Wait, How do I do it again? Wait, how do I do it again? Wait, hold on. Okay, add to stream. There we go. Wait, but no, how do I? Hold on, wait, guys. Let me see how I do this. How did I do it the last time? There we go. There we go. There we go.
He saw me using, he said this on 3 different platforms.
Okay, guys, we're going to finish watching the hoe and her friend, okay?
That I've seen, only that I know about, could be more. That he saw me use, do a line of coke 5 times online, live streaming. That I snorted it watching him, and that I was on the phone with him when I shot up heroin in my big toe.
Unfortunately, the man is just a liar. You know, I don't know why he's putting his own credibility out on the line like this, because once somebody comes on like myself, who knows you personally, who's been around you for 10 years in the same house, you know, this whole time, and I'm here the majority of time. You know, typically I'm downstairs, you know, working on patient charts, and you're up here doing this. I can hear everything that's going on, and basically I come by every once in a while, someone sees me walking.
You guys see him with big bowls of popcorn and food and shit.
You know, so I'm here to the point where this individual to sit there and talk like this about you, to lie like this, it's pathetic.
There was a situation, for those of you just meeting me, and I see my new subscribers. For those of you that weren't here, so there's a situation with my live stream where I got, we call it porn bomb, when somebody flashes their body parts to disrupt your show. It was Michael. It was his name. Now he's trying to say that he's upset, and Mac the Mean backed this up. Oh, I hurt his feelings by calling him out. He was on my platform. He's always on my platform, and he would have came out when his name was on a panel with his little dingling sticking out. Now, he's saying that he's a quadriplegic and he's not able to move his hands in that way. And I'm telling you guys, that is a lie. And he started this lie over nothing. And to this day, I'm the one that's paying for it. And even after he flashed my channel with his little dingling, after I put all that work into the show and I had to pull it down, I took his wrench and I gave it back. And I said, you know what? Let's move on. Let's move on. Because I am a credible person. I'm very forgiving and very loving. But this lie is horrible. And I'm so tired of people trying to resurrect it. And then they have the nerves to claim that people are bullying them. Or people are talking about them like we're obsessed. No, we're stopping a lie. And I'm tired of liars backing up liars. It's still a lie. And they owe me a fucking apology. No offense to my language, but they do. Because it's been all this time later. And for them to still run the story is disgusting.
Yeah, I agree. You know, it's sad, but typically when people are going to lie in situations like this, they typically don't want to apologize for something because they don't view their behavior as disreputable. You know, and to a certain extent, how they see themselves is delusional.
I agree. And again, we sympathize with his condition. Thank you for subscribing, Slauson. I see you. I know you're a new subscriber. Welcome. You guys, welcome, Slauson. Like I said, you guys, I didn't want this story to get bigger. While they're getting all their super chats and their donations off of running this live, for me, it's been really hard because I'm sitting up here talking to you guys. We're all talking about addiction and sharing our story. But how dare he tries to tear somebody else down, talking about, oh my God, I can't believe they're cyberbullying a cripple. Number one, calling somebody a cripple is highly offensive. I would never use that word, and you shouldn't use it against yourself. The problem is he's such a liar. And McNamee, how dare you try to even bring this back like, oh my God, we're going to protect him. People are obsessed with him. Nobody's obsessed. We're just not letting you run with this lie. Just like when he was on this other platform, she's talking about, oh, the story's done. No, it's not done. You guys keep referencing it, Snoop, trying to give it light, and it's a lie, period.
Even for myself, when I heard about this, I told Adrian, I will come on
Too raw, no.
channel.
Fuck.
I told her I will come on her channel and discredit that individual for the lies that he tells, because I'm the kind of person that will not let something like this sit and rest. It's wrong. It has to be called out. And it's not bullying him. Nobody is bullying him. All we're doing is calling him out for what he's done, and that's what he's lied about. We don't call him out on anything else except for that.
Thank you, Texas. I have a lot of support, and I am, but it's just like I said, the stress that it's been just been really hard because I come here, I'm so transparent with you guys. I really don't need people trying to say, oh, I'm tired. And his reason was, first it was, oh, I'm not able to be the flasher, but he was the flasher. It was his name. It was his sheet. It was his ping.
The sad thing is also is the fact that a lot of these people know what kind of conditions that you deal with in your own personal life and your mental health conditions. So for them to sit there knowing that you have mental health conditions and to sit there and lie about you like this, that is bullying.
It is bullying. And let me tell you something else. Okay, Tura, I got you, my friend. Okay, so
wait, she never mentioned mental health conditions.
Coke and crack was her drug of choice. I know better. It was never anything else because her skin is too clear.
She says that she has what is it called? Multiple personalities, and I feel like that's a full ass lie.
Oh wow. Okay.
He's gonna talk about it.
I've never seen her what I know it to be. I've never seen her do any of that shit. Like, she's a full
Naomi, he's gonna really talk about it. So that's why you have to watch it. You haven't seen this yet. He's really gonna talk about it.
Okay, because I have not. All right, here we go.
What are you talking about?
He's saying that I never could have used meth because my skin's clear.
It sounds to me like he doesn't know anything what he's talking about.
He doesn't. No, there's another lie going around that because another woman, Naomi, she goes around saying that I don't have that. Oh, I'm lying about having a dissociative disorder.
No, you do have dissociative identity disorder.
And can you kind of explain what that is?
Hold on. I've never actually told her that. I recently just said that. So for her to be putting this out there, like, she's really like reaching for content. This bitch is crazy. Like, ugh.
Some people refer to it as multiple personality disorder. Years ago, people used to clump them all as to one category under the umbrella of schizophrenia, but they figured out over time that that wasn't the case. They had to basically look at these cases individually, determine what kind of condition the person had, and then determine exactly what was the best way to.
So he said she has umbrella schizophrenia
with multiple personality disorder or dissociative identity disorder.
He said what?
He said she got umbrella schizophrenia and multiple personality disorder.
What does that mean? What's umbrella?
The umbrella one I never heard of, but she got umbrella since schizophrenia. That's what he just said.
But I think that he's just diagnosing her whatever she wants to talk about because she needs anything to satisfy the bullshit that she does because this is her little dude. Like,
but he hasn't identified what kind of doctor he is because there's different kind of doctors.
It's all kind of physicians. He keeps saying he is multiple different types. So like, fuck all this shit. Like, this is all a scam.
Disorder is where a person can have multiple personalities. The core person will usually create a room inside their head where they can retreat to, and it's more of a protective, a way to protect themselves. It's kind of like when a person's been traumatized for a lot of times when they're very young, one way that they can protect themselves is by running away from the offending issue. Now, some people who can't do that, they create a room inside their head where they can go inside and basically shut all the windows and doors inside their head and basically not see or be aware of anything. And at that point, they create an alter personality who can take over that individual's actions, thinking, and function. And that what we call an alter is basically the entity that deals with any kind of assaults. So it's more of like a defense mechanism. So these people typically develop this kind of ability to create alters to deal with different kinds of situations. So they can create multiple alters. There can be like 50 to 100. I mean, it's like not uncommon to see that. They usually have a small number of them that are more functional, and these are the ones that other people around them see more commonly. But the person who isn't aware of what this condition is with an individual, they wouldn't be able to tell this condition exists with this person because they're able to hide it very well. Usually at a young age, they're put down, they're demeaned, they're criticized, so they learn how to hide this very early on. So they behave as normal as possible. Even the alters know how to try and mimic the core person's functional capability, their mannerism, their speech, so they can mimic them and look like they're not just an alter, but just, you know, like that person themselves. The alters these people have, the person who has dissociative identity disorder, they actually see the alters as individuals. They see them as their own person. They see their manners. They see their characteristics, their look. Like, for example, an alter who is a 40-year-old woman or a person with dissociative identity disorder could have an alter who is a 40-year-old woman to them, and they would see them as a 40-year-old woman. Could be a white woman, could be a black woman, could be a Hispanic woman. You know, so they see them however they create them and portray them visually in their own mind to be able to deal with whatever situation. So the person with dissociative identity disorder can identify which alter it is based upon their specific characteristics. So, and to them, they are real. They're just as a valid personality as themselves.
So, Lisa, Forever Lisa said, thank you for speaking on my behalf. Thank you, Lisa. This comments in the chat. So, and I know that I do have to do I do want to explain more about the dissociative identity disorder, but sometimes when a person is saying, oh, she just seems different, or there's a shift in her personality, she's high.
No, that's her dissociative identity disorder, where a different alter has taken over and is starting to express things.
Sometimes they'll talk about like, oh, like I'll look to the left, or my facial expressions seem different.
Yeah. People who are more familiar with Adrian, they will start recognizing these changes, you know, and these are different alters that are manifesting themselves.
Mm-hmm.
A person with dissociative identity disorder can actually see the alter themselves. Like they can picture. It's almost like if you were hypnotized and the person who hypnotized you says, hey, there's a dog in front of you. It's a little Cocker Spaniel. It looks like this, like this. And the person who's hypnotized can actually see it. They project a mental image and they'd actually see that in front of them. They will get down on the ground. They will act like they're playing with the dog, petting the dog, pick it up, hold it. That individual, when he's hypnotized, can actually see this dog, even though no one else can see it. A person with dissociative identity disorder has the same ability to project a visual image of whoever the alter is, and they can actually see them and interact with them.
Okay, can you explain a little about? Thank you for that. Like, so I was telling some people, okay, the different personalities also have like different ages, so it's not. Yes. So it's like if I say like 32, 43, and 44, like it depends on what personality I shifted to, and that's how.
She's got alters that are children, small children, alters that are older people, alters that are younger people, a wide range. You know, there's different ones, quite a few of them. And anywhere from 3 years old, I believe, is the youngest. 4 years old. Mm-hmm. Baby is what, 2?
Yeah.
Baby's about 2. Penny's 5. Kelly's 16. Kelly's 17.
Oh, no,
Nicole,
you're right. She's
16. Yeah. Nicole is about 26, 27. Phoebe's about 38.
Yeah, and then Nikki, and then the host, Adrian.
Yeah, Big Penny is.
Yo, I'm sorry. They're both in on this bullshit, the way they're doing it. And I've seen somebody with multiple personality disorders and the way, oh yeah, oh yeah. This character, Nicole, whoever she's trying to be, wouldn't say, oh yeah, this person, because they are in the character or whoever the personality they're in at the time. So it's like, okay, I have this protective person. I have this person. I have that. This shit right here is bullshit. And I'm not feeding into it because I see what they have going on. Like, I'm going to go back. I'm going to play it back and just watch it.
This kind of ability to create alters to deal with different kinds of situations. So they can create multiple alters. There can be like 50 to 100. I mean, it's like not uncommon to see that. They usually have a small number of them that are more functional, and these are the ones that other people around them see more commonly. But the person who isn't aware of what this condition is with an individual, they wouldn't be able to tell this condition exists for this person because they're able to hide it very well. Usually at a young age, they're put down, they're demeaned, they're criticized, so they learn how to hide this very early on. So they behave as normal as possible. Even the alters know how to try and mimic the core person's functional capability, their mannerism, their speech, so they can mimic them and look like they're not just an alter, but just, like that person themselves. The alters these people have, the person who has dissociative identity disorder, they actually see the alters as individuals. They see them as their own person. They see their manners. They see their characteristics, their look. Like, for example, an alter who is a 40-year-old woman or a person with dissociative identity disorder could have an alter who is a 40-year-old woman to them, and they would see them as a 40-year-old woman. Could be a white woman, could be a black woman, could be a Hispanic woman. So they see them however they create them and portray them visually in their own mind to be able to deal with whatever situation. So the person with dissociative identity disorder can identify which alter it is based upon their specific characteristics. So, and to them, they are real. They're just as a valid personality as themselves.
So, Lisa, Forever Lisa said, thank you for speaking on my behalf. Thank you, Lisa. This comments in the chat. So, and I know that I do have to do I do want to explain more about the dissociative identity disorder, but sometimes when a person is saying, oh, she just seems different, or there's a shift in her personality, she's high.
Wow. That's her dissociative identity disorder, a different culture has taken over and is starting to express things.
Sometimes they'll talk about like, oh, like I look to the left, or my facial expressions seem different.
Yeah.
People
who are more familiar with Adrian, they will start recognizing these changes, and these.
They got to be in on this together. She got too many goddamn disorders. This don't even make no sense.
Then I don't feel like I gotta put everything out there on the line, you know what I'm saying? But what she's talking about is some bullshit. Completely some bullshit. Like, I don't feel like I gotta come on YouTube and say, oh, this, and that, and tell everything about my freaking rooted to my tutor. I don't. But this shit she's talking about is some bullshit. Because if she want to talk about some personal... This shit she talking about.
It does sound like bullshit because she got like 10 disorders.
Dude, it's all with whatever she wants him to say, he's gonna say. And this is because I got stuff to show for stuff that I'm really not trying to put her out there for. And that's why I keep telling her, like, yo, you think I'm trying to do this for clout? In January, when I found out that she was lying about all this stuff before you came out and lied and said, oh, yeah, well, before she came out and said she was lying, I would have came out and said it. I let her do it at her own time. I have nothing to do with this whole sector.
It's difficult to get a dual diagnosis recognized. So you're kind of
for
right.
real.
It is. It's difficult.
Yeah, and she has like 10. And then I just want to put this PSA disclaimer out there. This man allegedly looks like her father. He could be her father. She kind of looks like him.
It's her baby daddy.
She kind of looks like him. They kind of got similar features.
Okay, allegedly.
It's her baby daddy, though. Her physician. So isn't that an ethical thing? Since the board be contacted?
Yeah, he should have never been fucking with none of his patients. Seriously.
If that's, yeah. And then if he diagnosed her, you can't talk about it. I don't think so.
Yeah, because the way he's sitting there talking is like he used to be her fucking psychiatrist.
Right.
But what doctor is he really? Because she keeps saying he's this, he's that, he's this, he's that, he's this, he's that, he's this kind of doctor, he's this kind of doctor. What is he really? Like, I never really
Well, I mean, you
about
can.
her. All I said was I don't feel like she has a dissociative disorder because I think she doesn't know, but I know a little bit more about it than she thinks I know about it.
You can be
and I don't have to come out
medical
here and be
doctor,
like,
but you could not.
this person has it, I have it, this person has it, da da da. But she's full of shit, bro. Like, even if he's giving you this diagnosis because that's what you want to say, full of shit. And that's all I'm going to say, full of shit. Because you can't, if I go into being a childlike state, I can't articulate what I'm saying because I'm in that childlike state at that point. If I go into being a 60-year-old woman with dementia, I cannot go back to telling you whatever I'm saying because I'm in that state. She's full of shit.
You can't remember, right?
No, you cannot. You do not. When you're going from one state to another, you can feel yourself going from one state to another, but you cannot distinguish what's happening in each state like that. I can explain what I'm trying to say, but this is full of shit. This is all what he told her to say, or it's just not right, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Let's go ahead and listen to this fuck shit.
These are different alters that are manifesting themselves.
Mm-hmm.
A person with dissociative identity disorder can actually see the alter.
I'm gonna speed it up.
Like they can picture. It's almost like if you were hypnotized and the person who hypnotized you says, "Hey, there's a dog in front of you. It's a little cocker spaniel. It looks like this, and the person who's hypnotized can actually see it. If they project a mental image, and they can actually see that in front of them. They will get down on the ground. They will act like they're playing with the dog, petting the dog, pick it up, hold it. That individual, when he's hypnotized, can actually see this dog, even though no one else can see it. A person with dissociative
going on a tour. It's just really disgusting. He has his own story, his journey. Now, quadriplegics are paralyzed from the neck.
From basically can't use their arms or their legs at all. They're usually paralyzed, typically paralyzed from the neck down. Paraplegics from the waist, that can't use their lower extremity.
Let me say something about Michael. He is paralyzed from his neck down. He has been working on using his arms. That's the only thing he can do now. He can't even use a manual wheelchair. Right. Because that's what they're trying to lead him to use, because they're trying to get him to use his arms. He can use a little bit of his hands and wrists and stuff like that, but they're trying to get him to use full spectrum of his arms. And that's what they've been doing for 5 years. So you think for 5 years of him being a quadriplegic, he hasn't had no progress? This is the little progress he had, and she's trying to take it away from him. Bitch, fuck you. You need to be slapped in your face.
I've seen them feed him a hamburger. So, and I talked to him about this, and he said that time those videos came from, he was in physical therapy every day. He was getting progress. They took it away from him. And he regressed. And he regressed. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He regressed. So it's not fair
for him
out like that.
Down him like that, because he was, and the doctor is saying that possibly he can get it back in his arms. I don't know about his legs, but he had more motion than he has now in his arms before the pandemic. But now, since he hasn't had as much therapy, it regressed, and now he doesn't have as much motion again.
Right.
So
And this,
with her doing this shit, bitch, you trying to like,
this whole thing started because she said that he was showing his stuff on the internet, and she still has not shown proof. But it's not.
She showed me. No. She showed me what she was talking about, and every time she kept showing me like the little clip I didn't see him show anything. It was nothing showing. It was like him trying to like move over, look like. Right. But I didn't see a cover move. I didn't see anything. She's like, look right there. I didn't see anything.
Well, he says that it wasn't even him. On the day she's talking about, she gave you some different video, because on the day
I don't know what video she gave me, but what video she gave me, I didn't see no movement of the sort of that.
Well, on the day she's talking about, he's saying it wasn't even him going up there. It was somebody using his name when she reacted. He said he wasn't even he was in the chat trying to tell
And you
her.
know, a few times there was two Michael him.
Right. That's what he said
when we were on there. Remember?
Yep. That's what Michael's saying.
And he kept saying, "That's not me. That's not me."
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know what the hell's going on, and she could be behind all this because Al. She kept telling me, "Oh, I can help you grow, and I can help you do this."
She did.
Huh?
She did. She did. I heard her. And
yeah, you did hear her, right?
I did
hear her. Telling you, like, I know how to make you do this and this. And I was like, no, I just want to do it, like, on my own.
She said, made up beef will make you grow faster. That's what you should do. I heard her.
Yeah. And I said, no.
I didn't hear her. I did hear her.
But I told her no, because that's not what my sector is about.
I know you did. That's why I was, like, shocked when this stuff started happening.
But I know that's what she's doing, and people are fitting into it, and that's what's pissing me off. And I bet you she's going to make another video about this, and, like, that's all she's going to do because she has no content. Nicole, you're whack as fuck. Get over it. Go work on your sobriety if that's really what you want to do. Otherwise, get off the internet because this is not healthy for you. Go somewhere. Leave me alone. You keep saying you're being bullied, but you're bothering me.
You know what? I'm not lying, and I know what I heard, but she went, and nobody's questioning over there. She went from saying, I was never in a backyard with Naomi or Jeanette. I never did that. I was never, ever in a backyard with them. I don't, you know what I mean? To saying in one of her other videos, one time I was back there. Okay. Like, so which is it? What's the true story?
But listen, her little minions are not going to even listen to that. They just want to listen to her story, and they want to feel sorry for somebody because that makes them feel good about themselves, that they're feeling sorry for somebody instead of making that person feel accountable for what they're doing. If Nicole wants to be accountable for what she's doing, I have no problem with being number one cheerleader, but being this messy bitch, I'm good.
No, but it's a big contradiction. This doctor said Michael should be able to be pointed out even in spite of his disability. Mm-hmm. But it's not okay to point her out in spite of what she says her disability is.
What she says her disability is, because he's clearly helping her make it up.
You can go on now. I'm done with that part. I'm going to...
Obvious by his movements that his condition he has, he's a paraplegic, not a quadriplegic. You know, coming back to the things you have to deal with your condition, she has been pulled over probably by the police, probably about, I'd say at least 20 times in the last 5 years. They always call me and they say, hey, what's wrong with this person?
Is nobody hearing that? She's been pulled over at least how many times?
Well, he's going to go on. And she also said, these people that are felons, let's not listen to them. Listen to me, who has no problem.
But exactly. But
he's going to go on and tell it. He's going to.
I have her arrest records. Do we need to post them? I think we do, because she doesn't want to shut up. So after this, I will be posting that. I'm done with this girl. Every time she talks about me, and I'm just now getting to see this, and that's what makes it be known that I'm not worried about her. She needs content, because I'm just now seeing all of this stuff. So I'm going to start posting some more of her receipts. Let's go with that.
And I have to explain to them her condition, because at first they assume she's on drugs because of her change in her personality like that. And then after that, when she starts changing her personality and becomes more what they consider a normal person, then they call me and they ask me what's wrong with her. And I get these phone calls periodically. Sometimes I have to go out there and medically clear her just to let them know that she's okay and she can drive and there's no big issue. They should never pull her over to begin with. They never ticket her. I always ask them, why did you pull her over? They'll say, because she was driving erratic, because she was speeding. This and I go, did you write her a ticket? And they go, no, we didn't. We're just giving her warning. I go, so in other words, she never did any of these things of these, driving infractions that you're stating to me, because otherwise you would have written her a ticket and it would have been the end of it. I go, you pulled her over, and I'll say this to the police, you pull her over for no reason. You had no reason to pull her, just because she's what typically I would call a black woman driving a nice car, you know, typically white. She always gets pulled over, and then they turn around, and when they call me, I'm like, she didn't do anything wrong, did she? And then they just try to skirt around it. They ignore the question, and they just go on to, can you come out? They ask me, can you drive out here and clear her medically? Because at this point, we cannot let her go until she's cleared. I go, sure, I'll do that. And then I'll get there and I'll talk to them. I'll say, look, this is her condition. They got the point. Finally, I get a call by one cop, and he pulled her over, and he said, I pulled her over. You know, it's like.
Is he employed by the police department? Because that is not normal.
Right, that's not okay. Can you go ahead and make sure?
Why would they call him to clear? I've never heard of that before.
Never in my life.
By the police department. Is he employed by the police department?
And this is his words. He said the police department says, can you come and clear her? So do you see how she has all these things in place for her to get away with the things she's doing? She feels enabled, and she is enabled. Right, but that's all of you guys are allowing this crap to go on.
That's like, don't they like take you to the hospital and test you? They don't just have
obviously no, obviously because she's privileged dealing with this Caucasian man, and he could come and clear her.
Okay, well, it just seems odd, like some law is being broken by that.
No, it not seems, it is, and he's saying it. So
okay,
there you have it. It's foul.
And is she the person that I heard about that they were talking about in her precinct over the station that has this dissociative identity disorder that this doctor came in and kind of railed on everybody for harassing her and stuff like that? Is this that person there? Like,
so you guys are telling me this whole entire police station is talking about Nicole Diaz and her dissociative disorder when there's multiple people that have all these different disorders, and this whole department is talking about her? Come on, like, there's a lot going on with this that needs to be checked into, period.
I go, yes, that's her. And they go, okay, I'm just going to let her go. And it's okay. No need to have you come out and clear her like that. I understand. So just let her go.
Yeah. There was a time where I got so freaked out now again. So like if I get nervous, then I'm shifting a personality. So if they ask me something, it could be as simple as my address or a phone number. And
the most common one police will ask when they're looking at your driver's license is what's your date of birth? And alters do not have a date of birth, so they will not be able to answer that question. Then the cops think that, oh, well, if you can't even answer your own date of birth, then you must be on drugs. You know, instead of the fact that an alter that they were talking to does not have a date of birth, so they don't give a date of birth, they can't answer that question. And then when Adrian finally comes out herself, you know, her core personality, and starts to try to clarify with them, then they act like, well, something must be really wrong with you for you to be doing this. And so then they try to get me involved.
And some of it, what John says, okay, Nicole obviously has a mental illness. It's not okay to harass someone with a mental disorder. And being another race, I am calling racism. You know, there has been times, so that's also another element of it, especially someone who, the racism is a factor, and then they're wondering, how does she have all this stuff? It's a lot of things. Now, there's one time where I did I came from a salsa party in a certain town that kept pulling me over. No alcohol, no drugs in my system. I did a field sobriety test. I usually don't do a field sobriety test because my dissociative disorder, but I did a breathalyzer, came up 0.0. They still arrested me, put me I went to jail.
Yes.
Right? And they didn't handcuff me. They sat me in the front, and he's like, oh, well, you're not attracted to me at all.
Why, if you did not do a field sobriety test and you blew a 0 point what? She said 0 point what? Let me go back. Did she say 0.0 or 0 point what? Let's see.
Oh no.
Where I did a DUI. I came from a salsa party in a certain town that kept pulling me over. No alcohol, no drugs in my system. I did a field sobriety test. I usually don't do a field sobriety test because my dissociative disorder, but I did a breathalyzer, came up 0.0.
She said I did 0.0. Lies, bitch, because if you did a 0.0, there's nothing in your system. Why would they still arrest you? There has to be something underlining for them to arrest you.
Right, because if they thought it was medical, they'd call the ambulance.
Exactly. And if it's 0.0 and there's no ambulance being called, this is like all BS. Like, it just does not make sense. And if this is true, this means all these departments need to be looked into. All of them. So
still arrested me, put me in I went to jail.
Rewind that again.
And also another element of it, especially someone who the racism's a factor, and then they're wondering how does she have all this stuff. It's a lot of things. Now there's one time where I did a I came from a salsa party in a certain town that kept pulling me over. No alcohol, no drugs in my system. I did a field sobriety test. I usually don't do a field sobriety test because my dissociative disorder, but I did a breathalyzer came up 0.0. They still arrested me, put me I went to jail.
Yes.
Right. And they didn't handcuff me. They sat me in the front, and he's like, oh, well, you're not attracted to me at all. He went there, and they couldn't release me because he went to like the head person there telling them to book me. When they drew my blood, of course, nothing. I insisted they draw my blood, and they said, hey, she's sober.
Do you guys hear how she said before that? She said it real quick. Are you attracted to me? She tried to make it seem like the officer was saying, are you attracted to me? But she said nothing else about that after that.
Right.
We did everything else according to the book. But they asked that one question, are you attracted to me? There was no answer. Let's look at that again. Like, she is full of shit.
And then they turn around and they call me. I'm like, she didn't do anything wrong, did she? And then they just try to skirt around it. They ignore the question, and they just go on to, can you come out? They and clear her medically, because at this point we cannot let her go until she's cleared. I go, sure, I'll do that. And then I'll get there and I'll talk to them. I'll say, look, this is her condition. It got to the point finally, I get a call by one cop, and he pulled her over, and he said, I pulled her over. You know, it's like, and is she the person that I heard about that they were talking about in her precinct over the station that has this dissociative identity disorder that this doctor came in and kind of railed her?
And how would they know that? Is she this one girl that the doctor said? There's so many people coming up over the scanners. Come on now.
On everybody for harassing her, stuff like that. Is this that person there? And I go, yes, that's her. And they go, okay, I'm just going to let her go. And it's okay. No need to have you come out and clear her like that. I understand. So they just let her go.
Yeah. And there was a time where I got so freaked out now again. So like if I get nervous, then I'm shifting a personality. So if they ask me something, it could be as simple as my address or a phone number.
Look, if I get because I do have anxiety real bad. So when I'm dealing with the cops, even when I get pulled over and they ask me like license, registration, before they even get to me, I already start pulling everything out because I already know I'm gonna start like shaking and doing everything. So I already pull everything out and have it already there. So with her doing all this and I got all this pull, like, yo, there's something else going on here that needs to be looked into to me.
And
the most common one police will ask when they're looking at your driver's license, what's your date of birth? And alters do not have a date of birth, so they will not be able to answer that question. Then the cops think that,
and that's not true, because I know a person that has the disorder that she's talking about, and they constantly say their specific date of birth, and I think it's an obsession of theirs. So they're like, this date, this date, this date, this date, I'm born this date, I'm born this date. And they constantly, and sometimes they'll even be like, they'll bounce from whatever date it is, and they'll say 10 years above or lower and go to whatever realm that is for them. So this is a complete lie.
Well,
if that's what the truth is,
then you must be on drugs. You know, instead of the fact that an alter that they were talking to does not have a date of birth, so they don't give a date of birth, they can't answer that question. And then when Adrian finally comes out herself, you know, her core personality, and starts to try to clarify with
Adrian herself.
And then they act like, well, something must be really wrong with you for you to be doing this. And so then they try to get me involved.
And some of it, what John says, okay, Nicole obviously has a mental illness. It's not okay to harass one with a mental disorder. And being another race, I am calling racism. You know, there has been times, so that's also another element of it, especially someone who, the racism is a factor, and then they're wondering, how does she have all this stuff? It's a lot of things. Now, there's one time where I did I came from a salsa party in a certain town that kept pulling me over. No alcohol, no drugs in my system. I did a field sobriety test.
No alcohol, no drugs.
Usually I don't do a full sobriety test because my dissociative disorder, but I did a breathalyzer, came up 0.0. They still arrested me put me I went to jail. Yes. And they didn't handcuff me. They sat me in the front, and he's like, oh well, you're not attracted to me at all. He went there. They couldn't release me because he went to like the head
narcissist
person there telling them to book me. When they drew my blood, of course, nothing. I insisted they draw my blood, and they said, hey, she's sober. I still got arrested, even though there was nothing in my system, under the guise of, oh, it's alcohol. So then we got really serious about the dissociative disorder, mental health stuff. He went down, Steve went down there, cursed them out, and the next time they pulled me over, it had to be like 2 weeks after that, and he told the other officer, his partner, hey, she's drunk, and the guy goes, I'm walking away. His partner walked away, and I ran from the police officers, and he came down there to get me. It's just been like horrible. So to go through this thing with this John Doe, this Michael dude, is a big deal because I've been through a lot dealing with this shit.
In that situation,
I haven't harassed her.
I went there. There was 5 patrol cars, about 7 officers. They were all hunting for her. She was hiding in a vacant lot, a huge vacant lot, behind some bushes. When I got there, I called her on my phone, asked her to come out. When she came out, the cops just converged on her. And I just yelled at them to leave her alone, back off, step away from her. So I turned and walked up to her, and I walked her back to her car. All these cops were surrounding us. One of them was standing there looking at me. He had his flashlight in his hand. He's all slapping his hand, giving this dirty look, this evil look. And then finally, I just looked at him. I go, you know what? I go, right now, all you people are doing are harassing her. You have no reason to pull her over.
You see that?
Told her at that time that you had no reason to arrest her or anything like that. So she got scared and took off. I go, you people are just harassing her. And I go, and I can afford as a physician to sue each and every one of you for what you're doing. And I can sue your department. So if any of you want a part of this, just stick around here. Otherwise, you can all leave right now. And I'm telling you to leave right now. They all got in their cars and left.
It's been a lot. I mean, we've been through a lot. Even as far as like, you know, my son, it's just been a lot. And I really did not need this from this guy. I mean, number one, who would lie about their drug choice and the heroin thing? And I'm just really disappointed that these other platforms are so intent on hosting and resurrecting this lie and making it seem like I am the one bullying them. I am the one wrong for bringing it up. No, that's a huge slander, and nobody would like it. It's really disgusting, and it's so stressful.
And it stresses out your daily life.
Mm-hmm.
Now, unfortunately, people with dissociative identity disorder, a lot of times they have depression, anxiety, PTSD. Very common for all of them to have multiple mental health issues like this. So this really is a stressful thing for people to put people like Adrian through.
Someone saw. Okay, so this woman came on. I was talking. Number one, I was telling them about the abuse as a child. So that couldn't have happened. I think I got dissociative identity disorder because of the abuse and things I went through as a child, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That's correct.
Soul Sister said, number one, Joe said, Nicole, please ask the doctor if there is an ID you can carry around. How you doing, Zero? Thank you, Red Wings. Oh, thank you.
There's no standard ID for something like that. A person could carry an ID, but then the police would think that since it's not standardized, they would wonder where it came from, what it's in relationship to. They would not recognize it. It's kind of like when you carry a driver's license, that's standard through the whole state of California. So all cops recognize that because of the fact it's a standard, but nothing else is like that for mental health disorders.
Oh, not like, okay. I do kind of see what she's saying.
For seizure disorders, for other certain types of disorders, they carry like their little ID bracelet or a little pendant. It'll have what their condition is maybe, or medication, or taking things like that. Cops can see that and recognize it, but there's not something that's like a standard for people with like depression, dissociative identity disorder, things like that.
I took Mods, fill in the guest that's asking who's fill in Zero. Thank you, Loretta. How you doing? I see you, Nico. Oh shoot, I almost lost my chat. Okay, so the dissociative identity disorder is one thing. I was doing a stream. Someone came on, and I take these pills, and it's not the kind of pills that they were saying that's in the pill bottle. I take it for anxiety and depression.
Yeah.
And that's Zoloft.
Yeah, she takes Zoloft for depression.
Is that's the name of it, right? Not sertraline.
Sertraline is the name for it.
Okay, so when and I just think, and I show you guys, so it's not anything else. I've heard the rumors. I take it, and it helps keep me calm. And when I don't take it, my anxiety is kind of through the roof.
I can always tell when she doesn't take her sertraline because her alters start coming out more prevalently and start trying to control things and situations, and her mannerism is such that it's kind of all over the place. And I always ask her, I'll say to her, you didn't take your medication, didn't you? She's like, oh, I forgot. I'll take it this evening. Like, why don't you go ahead and take it now?
Okay, so you guys, and he's right. So when I talk about the mental health stuff, I just want to clear the air. It's the dissociative identity disorder is one thing, but I also have major depression, PTSD, OCD,
anxiety.
Yeah, anxiety disorders. There's like a host of things. Now, I'm not sure. From what I was reading, said that was pretty common with dissociative identity disorder, and you're very common. Okay, why am I talking like the doctor? I feel that I could do a better job than the doctor. I'm just playing. I'm sorry about that. But
you go, girl.
I just feel like I know it all. But I'm telling you guys that I can't. Like, I can read something. I literally can just remember so much things. It's like, because the way my brain we're compartmentalize things. My memory is like I've been able to succeed. I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's not exactly like I'm learning. I absorb a lot of information, but I can see what I read.
Yeah. The funny thing is that the alters, it's like they aren't as adept as some of these things, and they're not as intelligent quite as the core personality. And even though that face right there is an alter coming out to disagree with me by that look, Nicole.
I think I'm assuming it's cool.
So basically, when she says things that don't sound like, hey, this sounds like nonsense to me. It's the alters. They think they know what they're talking about, but sometimes they don't. So if you ever wonder about that, just say, hey, Adrian, what's going on? And she'll come out and clarify. But Adrian herself is a very, very intelligent person. Has a very high IQ.
Yeah, I do. I mean, my memory is almost photogenic. It's like I say almost, but the way that I can remember and absorb information is just, it's gotten me through a lot of things where I test really well, test high, and I can take that's why I got my ESWAS pin in the military within 6 months, because I was able to. It usually takes people, yeah, it was shorter time. So use this ESWAS pin. So I was in the Navy, and the ESWAS pin is the highest pin that you can get as an enlisted person. And when I got on the ship, there was people that was studying for this test for like, 2.5, 3, even 4 years. And I'm like, what? All right, you just got to study this book and then take the test. And I petitioned to take the test. And when I first got on the ship, it got denied because they assumed that it was against regulations. But I read all the regulations, and it went all the way up to the captain, who came down to meet literal seaman recruit like Callaway, And I said, yeah, I want to take the test. He said, why should I allow you to take this test, who's just coming out to the ship? And I said there was nothing in the regulations that said I couldn't. And then he shook my hand and said, I grant the petition. He said he's never went against. Usually there's a chain of command. If they say no, he follows that. That's the protocol usually, I guess. But I took it. He asked me when did I want to take it. I said right now. He said he's not doing that. 3 days later, I took the test. People were calling me the N-word, sticking up their fingers, saying, who do I think I am? I passed the test, no problem. And
they thought you cheated, so they gave you a revised version of the test. You passed that. And then after that, you went through the ship and basically quoted all the different parts and duties and everything like that of every compartment of the ship.
By absorbing the information, it's like they asked me a question, I could see where the question was in the book, and so I knew that there was nothing that they would ask me that I wouldn't know. And then they give you like this oral exam where all the officers come on the ship, and it's like, so they're enlisted. You're standing right there. They're enlisted as on one side, the officers on the other, and they're all asking me questions. And the captain asked me the last question, and I'll never forget that last question. It was like, what do you do if a man falls overboard? My answer was nothing. He's already gone. And because the ship is not like people, like not like you think.
Can't turn it that quick.
Can't turn it. Yeah.
So all those diagnoses disqualify you for the military.
Yeah. Oh, let me see that. So I got my ESWAS pin. Here it is. For the military, you can't fake that. And I was the youngest to ever do that. And they changed the rules because now you have to be on the ship for like 2 years before you take the test, because that's how they designed it.
Yeah.
I looked it up because of you. They changed the rule, and they made it to where a person has to be on a ship for a certain 2.5 years before they even eligible even consider taking it now.
And you have to be a certain rate. Yeah, you can't just come in as a E1 and just.
So because of you, they changed everything for everybody else.
Yeah, but it was just crazy because all these people go, oh, she's a monkey, she's stupid, because there's this little black girl coming like, I want to take this test. So it was just really cool. And I'm just saying that, so people have this misconception about mental illnesses. There's different levels to it. Dissociative identity disorder, they're your CEOs, your registered nurses, your people in high positions. Their brain is able to do a lot more than an average person, but it's just that it's the alters that's able to have different gifts, different talents. They're also different, and you use that for your advantage.
Sometimes she can assign different alters to do different tasks, and they can remember it accordingly and basically give the information back to her so she can utilize them to her advantage. But at the same time, if she's not organizing them well enough, it can be a disadvantage. Yeah,
you guys don't block anyone in the chat because it's a learning moment. And I know I titled it what I titled it. Sorry, Macmean, but it is what it is. It's an educational moment. I'm trying to clear the air because now, Macmean, my problem with you is running these lives, but it is what it is. I want to try to explain something. You guys are not being bullied. Michael's not being bullied. You guys started this lie, and with all the complications I'm already dealing with, it's not helping. Oh, I just lost that question that somebody asked. Am I classified? Black Texas, don't let me forget your question. There was a question before yours. No, don't block Macmean. Macmean, if you're in the chat, just let me know. Someone asked if I had this condition before the drugs.
You've had this condition from the time you were probably 2.5 to 3 years old.
So yes,
you were basically. Some people would classify it as torture. You know, you were being abused so severely that it caused you to develop this ability to deal with it from the time you were very young, probably at 2.5 to 3 years of age, somewhere around there.
Are you classified as disabled?
Yes, she's classified.
So Naomi, she's
honestly like I'm not really about to listen to the rest of her crap.
Yeah, let's start. She's over there
Yeah.
live right now with Octavius Prime, who is just over here.
Over here, right?
Mm-hmm. So, you know,
I'm just not about to keep entertaining this because it's really irrelevant to my content, and she's just sick and striving and trying to get whatever content she can get. Maybe he's trying to do the same. I do not know what's going on with these people, but
it's late. I'm getting ready for bed, but
exactly. And I got some things to do with my son.
You know, I'm glad you got to see.
It's about to be 1 o'clock in the morning at our time, and I don't have time for this stuff. So if you guys want to go ahead and watch her nonsense, you guys can go ahead, but I'm not going to entertain her anymore. She has no content. If she want to keep using me or using Michael or whatever she wants to do,
it's just
go ahead. But all I would do is in the community tab, if you guys want to look at all of her BS, you guys can go ahead and do that. But as far as videos, no, I have other things to worry about other than a crackhead or a person that just does not care about themselves or their well-being. I'm done.
It's just a point of the matter.
This is me washing my hands, and she could do whatever she wants to do. She could keep talking about Naomi. She could keep talking about Jeanette. She could keep talking about Michael, Jane Doe. That's me. Turn up. Hold up. Let me turn up for y'all real quick. Turn up Jane Doe. She can turn up for Michael, whatever she wants to do. Like, honestly, like, this is really like nonsense that she's trying to talk about her personal problems and putting it on us. We have nothing to do with her personal problems.
Right.
If she wants to be sober, she could be sober.
Right.
We'll be right there with her to try to help something positive. But her trying to keep this negativity up with beef that had nothing to do with her in the first place. Like, I literally was not talking about her. My things, I was shooting shots, yes, because I knew that she was messing with shots. So I was shooting shots towards her, yes. But my videos were never about her.
Right.
So I made videos about me. They were about Make This Go Viral, which is a person that no one should ever deal with. She's a self-centered, conniving person. Also, it was about You Thought You Knew. I don't think she's really a bad person. I think she just doesn't know how to conduct herself. I got left for her, but I just don't think she doesn't know how to conduct herself. And I will never say anything bad about her because I don't feel like she's a negative person. I'm just going to be real.
Right.
But Make This Go Viral. Nothing you guys want to associate yourself with. She will make it seem like she wants to help you guys out, but no, she wants to use you for every dime, bit, and piece that she can for her personal gain. You Thought You Knew? I still got love for her, even though something's going on with her that I don't know. Maybe it can be explained to me later on in life, but I don't know. Right. But Make This Misunderstood, no good. And I'm just an honest person. And if you guys can't understand that, not the channel for you. If you guys want to keep the drama going, not the channel for you. Because honestly, after today, I'm done with her. I don't want to speak about this woman. She's crazy. She doesn't care about her health. She doesn't care about anything. If she does want to one day say, hey, done with all this nonsense and I don't want to play around with anybody, I'll be right there with her. If I was looking for clout, I would have put her on blast in January when I found out that she was playing y'all, but I didn't. She made an issue between me and other YouTubers about her to try to have content because she has no content. Anyway, guys, I love y'all. About to head out. I'm tired. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. I gotta go because this is just being too much for me. And
Good night, Naomi.
good night. Love you, Jeanette. Love all y'all. I just feel like this is just too much.